Yeah,
and we're going. What's up?
No, I said I've got you in this year. I just gotta
Oh,
go
cool.
coffee.
Yeah. Go get your coffee. So, picking up where we left off, you guys last time around spoke with the incoming dignitaries from Jerselheim, who ended up being Sonia and Jesket, who brought in some supplies to break to help stabilize the city while you guys figure out what to do about the current missing Jarl problem. Following a lead, you guys decided to head into the lost tombs of Break, hidden beneath the city. You had found the tombs, the lost archives of Break hidden behind the tombs, which you had found the tombs previously. You headed down there, faced your most difficult enemy of the campaign so far, thinking, and eventually got that door open, continued down the hallway, did not trigger a trap, solved the next puzzle relatively quickly, using some arcane thinking and not touching some gems, as I was very close to following what Ryan had said of saying I want to touch a gem and therefore unleashing a horde of skeletons on you. Basically would have been a drop ceiling of skeletons. It was going to be great. And you guys can open that door and continue forward from there, finding a large chamber about 50 feet across forward and about 10 feet wide. You also had some interactions with a ghostly presence in the hallway walking up to it. And inside the chamber, you found 5 undead, or at least things that look like undead. They look like people, but with long spears coming out of their arms and legs, sitting in the kind of embedded into the ground. As you all weren't really sure what to do, they reacted to the sounds of your presence, and one began skittering across the ground at you incredibly quickly. I'm going to assume you're not going to try and talk to this thing. Please roll initiative.
Yeah, no. Sorry, buddy.
While you guys roll that, just so you guys know, and to reiterate something that I had mentioned previously, there is another one of the doors you had faced before, one of the ones with reflective magic, but it is broken. The right side of the door is crumbled in, so there's about 5 to 6 feet of rock, and then the top part has fallen in on itself, it would appear. Looks like either something broke in or broke out, hard to tell which.
Wow.
Sai rolled a 14. So Jay.
How many of these things were there total?
There are 5 of them that you see.
That we see. Okay. And just one is running at us currently? Or
one is currently moving.
Got it.
The other ones, looking around the room, you can see are also their heads are also starting to turn. They're not all. So the one that is skittering at you looks like something on all fours, or like what a humanoid on all fours would be like. But at least 2 of them are flipped, and at least one of them is kind of turned in that it's like 2 of the arms are down and the chest is facing you, but the back legs are kicked backwards and its crotch is at the sky.
No. Nope. I want nothing to do with any of this. I want nothing to do with any of this.
No.
Yeah, Voldo in the house.
Why did we go exploring in the dark like fucking idiots?
I asked if you guys wanted to roll a stealth check. No one said yes. I was like, all right, cool.
I mean,
You were dealing with a scary ghost. I understand.
I meant more just I'm not stealthy.
Yeah.
Nor can I be unless I'm really trying.
It's actually a good initiative roll for them.
Maybe I should just get like less good armor that doesn't make a ton of noise.
Worked idea. All right, so that's that. I need to roll.
It's bad. I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, even though I shouldn't be. And I'm like, why? Just
cool.
Be a trickster cleric. I don't know what you want.
Hell yeah!
That's hilarious.
Get some fun stuff. Trickster cleric
And
repertoire.
then,
yeah, that game has made me think about a lot of things.
Save them for the next one. Ooh, buddy. All right. All right, so 25 to 20.
22.
Nice.
Hot damn, Armel.
Best initiative ever.
Hell yeah.
That's actually probably true. 19 to 15.
17.
15 to 10.
13.
11.
Woof, guys.
Wait, 11?
What?
Isn't your initiative pretty good?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one thing Trev is not
I also
good at.
rolled a 9. Like, whatever, man.
Oh, I
I rolled an 8 and my initiative is pretty good.
For
So
some
I
reason,
got up
Yeah.
it was really high.
Nah, I only have +2 initiative. Like, that's not my strong suit. What the
Uh,
heck? More fun.
Marleman?
I rolled a 6, so I have a 9.
Oh, you.
Nice.
Taking up the rear.
Fine, you guys are all relatively well chunked. Aramil, you are up first. This thing is coming at you. It's about 10 feet away from you, give or take. And it's coming at you at speed. Its spear-like arms and legs are skittering into the ground as it's coming at you, all the while making this horrendous moan as it comes at you. What would you like to do?
Man.
Turn on your fax machine and accept the facts.
No, I'm just thinking about what it would be like for it to go past you, like the Doppler effect.
Oh, yes.
I considered doing like actual elf things, but instead I'll be a giant scorpion again.
Okay, you
Dude, hell yeah.
Good
get the
choice.
Scorpion, just...
Do you have dark vision as a giant scorpion?
That's a good question.
It's a good
That is
question.
a solid question.
there is a light on. Someone who was walking at the front, I can't remember, had cast light so Marleman
this
could
room's
see.
lit.
This room is actually pitch dark.
Well,
there are no lights on in
Somebody,
this room whatsoever.
somebody lit it.
Yes.
I
It
think
has
it was,
been lit.
Someone's real lit.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, in here? All right.
I have a note written down that just says room is lit.
I must have. I think I maybe cast
party
it
has started.
because Marvin wasn't going to be able to see.
You did that a while ago, so I would assume so.
So can I grab this guy?
You could try.
Yeah, I'd like to try.
All right. It's you like walk the 5 feet you need up to it. Roll to attack.
Oh boy.
Scorpion judo.
It's a 16 to hit.
That will. Let me find this thing. That will hit. Yes.
Nice. Okay. So is there another one within my range as well?
No, the other ones haven't started moving yet, so they're about 10 feet back from that one.
Okay, so
These things, by the way, pretty fucking fast. This thing came at you.
Yeah, they seem like it.
right. So I grab that guy then, and he will take. Oh my god, I need like the actual dice. I'm sorry.
You're all good.
Also,
Okay.
for the record, he has blind sight.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, you're good.
Hell yeah.
You have fucking tremor sense or something like that.
Yeah, he's Rek'Sai.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, whoops. He takes 7 bludgeoning damage, and he's grappled.
So as you go to like clench your claw around it, like you definitely hit it, but as you clench your claw around it, it like its body itself seems to squirm and squish around your claw,
Ew.
and you can't get a good grasp on it. It looks like these things can't be grabbed.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again then.
All right, go ahead.
Oh.
Oh, that one won't hit.
Well, tell me anyway.
It's a 6.
Yeah, no, that will not hit.
Okay, and then I do my sting.
Okay.
Oh, that's a crit fail.
Oh no!
Okay, so that also does not hit. I'm not going to punish you for the crit fail. No.
Is there Emil just going like ew, ew, ew?
Yeah, it's a lot of like,
Yeah.
but like in a scorpion's face. So it's a lot of just like, a lot of like fucking Harry Potter and
Yeah,
Harry
real
Potter sticks.
unpleasant business.
God damn, I got my one good roll for initiative.
Okay.
All right.
And just to make sure that I have the order of operations here correct, what I have written down from last time is Trev, Phaedra, Sai just behind you guys. Armel, I'm going to assume you just went around them, which you can do. There is room. And then Nyx and Marleman in the back.
I feel like we don't normally stand by ourselves in the back, but no.
I mean, you're
Yeah,
only like
but-
5 feet behind them. You're not far backwards.
I thought
Oh, I'm there
I
too.
thought Marleman was in the middle because he was like the one of us who can't see in the dark.
Oh, that's a good point.
That might have actually been the case.
Okay,
yeah.
so then who wants to be at the back of the group?
I prefer to be in the back of the
I
line
just-
now.
I know,
but
I was under the impression that normally, like, I thought maybe Jay might have been, like, you know,
Yeah,
playing for
we can have
Renai,
JB in the back. That's gonna
Yeah.
Like-
be hilarious.
flanking the, or, like,
Yeah,
covering
yeah,
the
yeah.
group from both sides or whatever.
That works. Okay. We'll let Jay know when he gets on. So in that case, Jay needs to roll
Uh
a
Oh no.
Oh no, it's just gonna roll to hit him. Okay.
We're getting attacked by creepy amnesia guys and ghosts. Oh no.
That's a 18. I assume that hits Jay's armor class. Yes, his armor class is 17.
Does he have shield as a bonus action?
I don't think Jay has shield.
I don't know if he does.
I don't think he does.
I don't think he does. That would be a waste of a warlock spell slot.
No, he has like some kind of. Yeah, one of his hex effects kind of approximates it, but he is not hexing this thing.
Yes, he is not hexed yet. So he has armor of hexes, but that does not help right now because he has not hexed something.
Right.
So he, as you guys are like gearing up, you do hear behind you, Sai just go as a creature that you do recognize as a white ghostly presence leaks out of a wall next to you guys.
Spooky ghost.
Yay.
And hits him for...
Nope.
Indy, the floor is moving.
that much necrotic damage, which it then heals back. He also needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which he does. So when Jay gets here, we'll tell him that he needs to take 15 points of necrotic damage as a specter comes out of the wall and grabs him by the shoulder and seems to leech some of the life out of Sai before it vanishes back in the wall. And those of you at the front can actually see it come out the other side into the room. You can see where it is now. It seems to not be able to hide in the walls for very long.
Okay.
It is this, it is essentially a ghost. Long story short, it doesn't really have like a humanoid form that is consistent, but you can occasionally see arms and a face as its like white wispy form seems to shift and shimmer. Next up is Phaedra.
Okay. Great. How far away are creepy amnesia guys from the group? Not the one that's obviously near Arno.
They're between 15 and 20 feet away.
Okay.
Sai, take 15 points of necrotic damage. You got grabbed by a wraith.
Cool.
Grabbed by the ghoulies for the
Yes, you did in fact get grabbed by the ghoulies.
Hi to you too, Goo.
All right.
Say again?
I said, well, fucking hi to you too.
Yeah, it came out of the wall, grabbed you by the shoulder, and then went back through the wall, but you can see it floating in the room in front of you as well.
Cool.
There are 5 of those spear-limbed creatures. One that attempted to be grappled by Aramil's giant scorpion form. It did not take. And there's this floating ghostly presence. Phaedra is up.
Okay, so first I'm gonna guiding bolt the one near Aramil.
Okay.
Second, I'm gonna do that. Just standard guiding bolt level. Where are you? One moment. Modified 20.
That will hit, yeah.
Cool. It takes 14. What kind of damage is it? Radiant? Yeah. 14 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then from my bonus,
Seems to take a little bit more damage than that.
it doesn't like radiant.
Done did it.
And then I'm going.
Blimey.
Shut up. And then behind, is there room behind the other monstery guys? Like, there's more room behind them, right?
Yeah, there's like 10 to 15 feet of chamber behind them.
Cool. I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon behind them and hit one of them.
Okay. Roll to hit with your spiritual weapon.
Because one moment.
What does your spiritual weapon look like?
It is. One second. Let's see. I can have it be anything. So.
Spear.
Spur.
Proton pack.
One of their pointy
Oh
legs.
no!
The adamant rail.
No, I'm just. I'm gonna make it look like the
A rocket launcher.
what's the name of the god here in this area?
Eve.
Cord.
His symbol's like a hammer, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a big hammer.
Okay.
That looks like that.
Since you also use a hammer, this kind of tracks.
Yeah, but I'm also like I don't know.
Yeah, but this one's a ball peen hammer.
Yeah.
So then, and then, so I'll cast. I'll have it hit one of them. Hopefully.
Okay. Roll the hit.
29. I rolled a nat 20.
Nice. That does hit.
Yeah. All right. Do I get double damage for a spiritual weapon?
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either. Cool. All right. It takes 12 force damage.
Okay. That is
I'm
back here. Okay.
To like divert its attention, so like that's why I'm like having it behind them, so then it's trying to like
Yeah.
trying to like split them up a little bit.
It is these things' turn. We'll start with the one that Armel attempted to grapple, the one that also guiding bolted.
He's also sparkly, yeah.
Yes, he is very sparkly. So even you, Marleman, can see this thing go as it rears up onto its back legs and tries to dig both of its arms into the scorpion. Actually, before that, all of them at once, the ones that were just starting to wake up, have now begun to wake up and have also added their voices to this keening wail. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
Not my strong suit. Still not my strong suit.
Oh, brother.
Had to be Wiz, huh?
Yep.
Nobody beats it.
They're ghosties.
My sheet.
I'm the Wiz. Thank you, Craig, for being the one person I love in life. At this moment.
Sorry,
That's the
Sabrina.
best.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's the
where's
best.
Sabrina?
Sabrina's looking right at me. She's like,
And the
Oh, good.
Aw.
Anyway,
she
Trip,
didn't even hear me.
24.
you are fine. Phaedra,
I'm sorry.
27.
you are fine. Nyx,
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find something because I swear that I have something that like gives. God damn it, Pearl.
actually, Nyx, it doesn't matter anyway. You're immune to this condition. Aramil,
Word.
6.
you are frightened.
Oh no.
Hang on. Can I just make sure that I'm supposed to use my scorpion's wisdom and not my wisdom?
Let's put it this way: even if you were using Aramil's wisdom, a 6, whatever you've rolled to create a 6 is not going to help you.
Well,
Aramil's wisdom is pretty high.
like, it's probably a safe
my
he's
guess
proficient
is-
in, and his wisdom is really good.
Right.
So he'd have like a plus 10.
That is true. You might have a plus 10. You would still be using your stuff. You would not be using the scorpion stuff.
All
It's
right.
not
Then,
a polymorph.
then it would be 17.
That you're fine. All right.
He's really wise.
Yeah,
I'm really
Marleman.
wise.
Marleman.
What's your score?
He's muted. He's trying to figure that part out.
Sorry, yeah, no, I lost my mouse cursor.
Oh, okay.
I have a 10. 10.
You are frightened.
Oh no.
Sai,
13.
you are frightened.
Uh-oh.
So, those of you who don't know,
Oh, I'm immune to being frightened, apparently, according to my Beyond page.
Oh, there you go.
right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
BH. Duh.
yeah, Bloodhunter. Nyx, you are immune because of your Ring of Calm Mind.
Yeah.
So, you guys have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while Source of Fear is within line of sight, which is all of these things. And you can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. So you
what's
cannot
the
move.
source? Is it the ghosts or the knife?
It's the nightmare things. It is not
All
the
right.
ghost.
They ain't breaking no ghosts.
It's fine. I don't want to go anywhere near that thing anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
That is
you
fair.
you basically putting the cast fear on my player means nothing.
Yeah, that is
Joke's
fair.
on, that's my secret cap. I'm always
Joke's on
afraid.
you.
Already
Already
frightened.
terrified. Yeah.
Parliament already frightened. Anyway,
Already frightened.
back to the one that is going to attempt to spear the giant scorpion.
I dare it.
It's going to attack you 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Good. That is an 18 to hit.
Yep.
And that is a natural 1. So there you go. You balanced out your natural 1 from last time.
Yay!
That is. I need these. Actually,
Can
these.
somebody remind me real quick? I'm just looking at my character sheet and I'm trying to make sure that my spell slots are set up right. Did we have any, like, I can't remember if I had done any, like, I'm short on my highest level spell slot, and I'm like, I don't remember doing this.
No, you definitely long rested it since the last time you used high level
That's
spells.
what I thought. I think I just didn't set my spell sheet back up.
Gotcha. That is 17 points of piercing damage as it into you. The other 4 of them will now begin their across the room and very quickly get to, let's say, the 2 people in the front, which would be the Scorpion and Trev, I would assume.
None of them are going for my hammer?
No. they do not care about your hammer, unfortunately.
Dang.
So, 2 on you, Trev, 2 on Aramil. That is, we'll start with you, Trev. That is a 14 to hit.
Nope.
A 23 to hit.
That'll be good enough.
And a 13 to hit.
That will also not be.
So that one you take... Could be worse. 20 points of piercing damage. Second one, natural 2. Huh?
So
are you attempting to do your thing?
I would love to do that. Yeah.
Okay. This one's a 21, so I assume that would hit.
It actually wouldn't, but that's not relevant. Unless it's going to beat a very, very difficult strength challenge. If it can outdo a 23, it can feel free to attack me again.
It cannot.
Cool. Well, then we're going to see how it likes it.
Okay.
I have my 20 that I took, and it is going to be swung at for a 26?
That will hit, yes.
Actually, significantly more than that, but who cares?
Who cares? A 26 would have hit anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a taste of its own medicine. Quick, once I remember the fucking weapon.
Aw, Pearly.
Aww.
Aw, she just wants to be part of it.
Yeah. She just wants to be involved.
Hey, oh.
You see your friend?
Hi, Pearl. I love you.
You see your friends? They're in here.
Hi, Pearly.
Oh.
Who's a good pop?
Not a good girl.
Who's a good papa?
There it is. Jeez. It's hard to find things.
I'd flip my camera over to show you the dogs, but both of them are... One is wrapped up like a burrito in a blanket.
Aww.
And the other is face first into the side of the couch.
I assume that second one. I assume that second one is Rebel.
No, you mean Bandit? No.
Bandit, sorry.
Bandit is burrito. Hold on.
Oh.
Bandit is burrito.
Bandit is burrito.
Anyway, what do you got, Trev?
29 slashing damage and 11 radiant damage.
So 22 radiant. Nice.
So yeah, that many.
So that's 57 points total for 1 strike.
That's pretty good.
All right. And then there are the 2 that are attacking Armel.
Aww.
So that's a baby. That's a 25 to hit. Aww.
Yeah.
Look at all these folks.
He is a little burrito.
17 to hit.
Yeah.
And 10. So no on that one, I assume. No. And then another 10.
Nope.
17 again.
Yep.
And 18.
Yep.
All right, so you take 4 strikes. The first one does...
Okay.
God, math is hard. 18 points of piercing. Second one is much worse. 11 points of piercing.
11?
Yep.
Yikes.
Are you back to elf?
Not quite.
Nice.
Scorpion's got a decent amount
Scorpion's got a really good...
That also sucked. That's 10 points of piercing damage.
All right, now I'm an elf.
All right.
Damn.
Ugh.
And that is the worst of all of them. 7 points of piercing damage.
So 11 points off arm.
Yeah.
Fucking rolled 3 1s on 3d6 because everything sucks. And as these things, kind of rear backwards and begin to strike again or figure out what it's going to do, underneath the low keening wail, Trev, you hear a sound on the ceiling that you recognize and are immediately hate. As
it's Benny Hill.
just behind you, just barely in the frame of the door, 2 very large spiders fall off the ceiling and strike at Phaedra and Nyx.
Oh, my friends, stop.
That's fine.
Not my jam. Not
Don't-
my jam.
Nope.
This whole room is just not your guys' thing. 22 to hit on one of you.
Yeah, that would hit me.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who.
It's
You know what?
it's up to you guys.
I go to the defender, so I'll take that one.
Okay. So then Phaedra, that is much shittier. A 13 to hit.
No, it won't hit.
Nice. So both the spiders, even though they had a drop on you, completely whiff.
I just was just gonna.
And these are spiders around the size of Marleman. Like these are large spiders.
No, don't like.
They're kind of still half on the walls as well, so they're just sort of like reaching like this. Sai, you are up.
Okay.
So you're frightened of the skittering horrors.
Yep.
All 5 of them are engaged with your allies. The Wraith is over to your left, about 15 feet away. And now you've realized that there are 2 spiders as well on the walls.
And so you cut a little when you were describing them. How big are they?
They're about Marleman sized.
Oh.
Don't ever use me as a reference to how big a spider is, because that's instantly going to make me be terrified. Okay? Once again,
Mission accomplished.
you have created a level of fear redundancy. I will not allow that
I'm already
today.
scared enough, man.
Oh man, I love it.
That
So what
being
are you
said,
doing,
I would
Si?
also like to interrupt here, and can I believe this is something I can do at will. I can offer a bardic inspiration die.
Right.
You have to do that on your turn.
Is it on my turn? I
It
thought
is
it was
on your turn.
I thought it was a
Reaction.
reaction. Okay.
Nah,
That's why I asked.
So-
That would be rad.
that would be rad.
It would be really rad.
That was rad.
Don't
That'd
worry.
be super helpful.
Can I also get a real quick? I know I'm really late in the turn lineup, but like, can I get a quick? Who is frightened?
Just you and Sai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Everyone else good to go.
So
Okay.
the frightened, is it disadvantage on attacking the things that frightened you or everything?
Correct. Just the things that
Oh.
happened here.
Oh. I thought it was on
Okay.
everything. Okay.
Also, is there like a follow-up save against it every turn?
At
Yeah,
the end of
same.
every turn, yeah.
Alright.
Like,
Yeah.
No, Gary, a frightened creature has disadvantage on
Ability checks and attack rolls.
and attack rolls.
Oh, while the
source
source
of
of fear
fear
is
is within
within
line of
sight.
sight.
Oh,
I forgot that
Clear,
part.
actually, a little
I-
bond.
I didn't mean to just gimp your roll there, but
You're good.
or sigh, but
It is the way
But
it
yes,
works.
there is a save at the end of your turn.
I have been playing a lot of D&D on digital.
so it's everything.
So it's everything.
Which is the secret reason why I asked if I could bardic inspiration die.
Okay. So the wraith, what does it look like?
It's not really humanoid. It's more of like a shifting, floating mass of white energy that you can occasionally see a face and arms coming out of.
Okay.
I got an idea.
I mean, it's all right. Fuck it. We'll just throw some Eldritch Blasts at it.
Okay.
See if
How many bolts of Eldritch Blast energy?
I'm gonna put all 3 into him.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start blasting,
Yep.
and we do.
Anyway.
The first one's gonna be a 23.
That will hit, yes.
Second one's gonna be a 27.
That will hit.
Dude,
Third one's a 25. Okay.
That will also hit.
look at this
Nice.
lord.
What
Okay.
damage is that?
It's just a D10.
No. What
I
type
don't
of
think-
damage?
Force.
Okay, you're good.
Magic force damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just 1d10 free. So
Or
2
stuff gold.
plus 2 plus 9. Okay. So 13 points of damage total. Because I rolled
Nice.
2 2s on a d10.
As it goes sometimes, as someone who just rolled 3 1s on 3d6.
Yorp. And they're not cursed or anything, so I don't get any damage bonuses. But
Yeah.
and then.
And remember, you can only move
Anything
kind of
else?
sideways or
All
backwards
this
right
kinda-
now. You can't move forwards.
Yeah. Am I like close to the wall where the spiders
Yeah.
are?
Yeah. Dramatic pause.
So I
I
want
think
to
we'll be-
know
Oh, there it is.
possible.
You cut out all
Well, I
of
mean,
that.
it's
Say it again.
the internet.
Yeah.
The internet. Oh, I know it's been doing that. It's just I want to get a little bit away from them, just to make some distance from the spiders.
Okay. So you back up, 5 to 10 feet,
Yeah.
let's say. Sure thing.
And is invisibility a action or bonus action?
100% in action.
Fuck. All right.
That'd be way too strong if that was a bonus action.
Yeah.
Right. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck. Otherwise, I'm done.
All right.
Although-
Well, then make a wisdom
guess-
save at the end of your turn.
Bonus action, like see if there's any sort of like connection between the floating wraith and these spiky things. Like, is there anything that I would recognize?
Not particularly. The skittering horrors do seem to be undead, but you're not sure if they're undead under the control of this wraith.
Okay. All right. And then last thing is my wisdom saving throw is a 7.
So no go. You are still frightened. Nyx.
Those are
Okay.
4 2s in my turn. I'm done.
Oof.
So is that spider like still engaged with me?
Oh yes, 100%.
So I can't really move or it'll attack me.
You can use your bonus action to disengage, so you can 100% move to not get attacked.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this hallway's getting very crowded.
Mhm.
I'm getting a little disoriented. Is Trev at the front with that guy that he fucked up?
Yeah,
And like 3 other guys.
And
like really like 5 other guys. They're just also engaged with Aramil.
Armil too, yeah.
I feel like I should help that. Okay.
Oh, man, we're gonna fuck them up.
You are, but there are a lot of them.
So close.
There's a lot of things I want to do, so I'm trying to prioritize. Hold on.
Yeah, word.
I have to disengage, otherwise I can't go.
Yeah. That seems.
Yeah.
with-
So I have to do that. That's my bonus action. So then I can't use my boots of haste yet. So I have to. So I'm gonna kind of like disengage and weave my way up there. I've got 25 movement. With
Oh
that.
yeah, you only have to move like 5 to 10
Yeah,
feet,
this is a
maybe.
very, very clustered hallway.
Yeah.
And I guess whatever one's closest.
Okay. They're all just sort of like right there.
Like,
Do you want?
can I
so-
hit any of them if they're also close?
Yeah. You could hit any of the 5. There's one that looks really bad that Trev laid a sword into. There's one that looks moderately bad that was snipped a little bit by a scorpion. And there's another one that has taken mild damage from a. I don't even remember what he took damage from at this point.
A hammer?
Oh, a hammer, yes. A floating spiritual hammer. The one that looks mildly damaged that got snipped at is also sparkling.
That's right. Okay. I'll hit the one that Trev hit with like all the radiant damage, I guess.
Okay.
Or I will try to hit. I'm gonna use the queen's feather. Right?
Okay.
So I can. What?
Ooh. New
Wait.
things.
No. I don't know if I should. Never mind. I'm going to use my...
You good.
Well, it does necrotic damage in darkness.
Mm.
Would be good, except I'm concerned that these things are necrotic. Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have the answer to that for sure, but I don't know if it's worth the risk.
I did yell like that radiant damage. It really didn't seem to like, so
So I don't know if that means like opposite of radiant.
It doesn't necessarily mean that.
true.
I mean, I could do it and possibly accidentally heal it a little bit is the thing, but
Well, you'll have learned something.
yeah, it's a gamble. All right, I'll try.
Okay.
All right. If I miss horribly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe you'll hit me, and then we know for sure it
Well,
won't
it's
heal.
a fail, but it was not a crit fail, but it was a 2.
Ooh.
Okay.
Plus 11, so 13 to hit.
13 does in fact hit.
Oh, word. Wild. Okay.
Those little fucking daggers, man.
1d4 plus 7.
And you do have sneak attack on this.
Yeah. That means I have to roll a multitude of things.
You do. You have to roll a lot of die. Trev, you're up next. Marleman, you're up after that. Just to have your stuff ready to go.
So
Trev, I assume I know what your turn is, but still.
So 10 base damage on just the dagger piercing.
Okay.
For the
Roll 1d6 additional necrotic.
to see what that does, I rolled a 3.
It seems that the necrotic damage has no effect.
No effect. Okay.
No
that
effect.
was a healing
Didn't heal
part.
it, just no effect.
Yeah. And then 8d6.
That is correct. That is your sneak attack modifier at this point.
Woof.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. One. $24.
24. All right. It is standing, but not well.
Ooh. I don't think I can do anything else.
I mean, you could stab it again.
Can I? I didn't click my boot.
Yeah, you still have multi-attack. You just don't have 3 attacks.
Oh. Okay. Then I'll swing at it one more time with my dagger of venom.
Go ahead.
We'll see how it likes venom. My God. 4 plus 11, so 15. Well, that should hit, right?
Yes, that hits.
And then 8.
8. It's still standing, but
Ooh. Does
still
it
not
take
well.
Venom?
Huh?
Does venom affect it?
It. It's poison, right?
So it. Yes, poison. DC
Nah.
15. It doesn't do anything.
It doesn't exactly have blood or organs to be taken by poison.
Fine.
But it does spill out as you slash into it. This black ichor that just sort of spills out onto the ground as its wail continues. Not as loud, but it does continue.
And we've had a lot of black ichor recently, I feel like.
Yeah.
No. No.
Trevathan.
Your mic is not.
You're muted.
So for the 2 that attacked at me, one of them is like aggressively almost murdered, and the other
Yes.
one's all right.
Yes.
Sweet. So I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade and attack the one that's all right.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
That's the way to do it.
Hell yeah.
And that would be a frankly an embarrassing amount to hit. It's 30 or more.
Then yes, that will hit. In
Yeah.
fact,
Yes,
My favorite.
it's 31.
Frankly, an
Um,
embarrassing amount to hit.
All right, so that means that the target I'm swinging at is going to take my full weapon damage plus an extra, what is it, 2d8 fire damage?
yeah, I believe so.
Nice.
Yes, and then the other target, which is the wounded one, will take 2d8 plus 3 fire damage as well.
Got it.
So yeah, let's roll for the thing that I hit first. Oh no, one of my d8s almost fell off the table, but it didn't. All right. Oh,
It didn't want to be a part of
very-
this. It was like, nah, I'm done.
I mean, it's about to do something embarrassing to this thing.
Oh,
So, so that's 27 slashing, 16 radiant.
Jesus.
No, yeah, it's bad
So
business.
27 plus 38.
Yeah.
Or sorry, plus 32.
Yeah, plus a mighty. Man, this die's hard to read. 7 fire damage.
Okay.
And then the other one, the wounded target takes an additional 12 fire damage as well.
All right. So the wounded one is very dead.
Cool.
Or the equivalent of dead for a nightmare machine such as this. The one that you just hit is still standing. Not well.
Cool. I
but
can
it is
attack
still
it again.
standing. I know you do.
I know.
That's a 26 to hit.
That will hit, yes.
This ain't gonna go any better for it. Oh wow, yeah, thanks. The ability to do this. God, this character's busted. 29 slashing and 17 radiant plus so 34 radiant.
Both
Good
just
lord.
go crumbling onto the ground.
Hi.
They shouldn't have started.
The problem is though that their arms and legs don't fall, just the torsos do.
Yeah, they're just the knives are still stuck in stuff, right?
Exactly. They're still dug into the ground, so it just kind of looks like a deflated balloon as these torsos just into just almost jelly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Dude, that's nasty.
I have created a Halloween nightmare.
Thank you.
Marleman, you're up.
Do we know where these things are from?
Jersey.
The darkness.
Death.
Are they?
Bridgeport.
The
They're
dark.
probably from this plane if you're asking for banishment reasons.
That is what I'm asking.
The dark.
Is that something that I would know, even?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, Sai, is he still frightened?
Yeah.
How
Oh, yeah.
close is he to me?
Next to you.
I put a hand on him and I cast heroism.
Nice.
Hey,
All right.
what does it do?
Get rid of.
Heroism, a willing creature.
I didn't know
touch
you
is
had this spell.
It's a bard spell. I kept
Yeah.
this one for a good reason, and
Yeah.
this is the only time I think we've ever encountered fear.
I also have calm emotions, so I think if we have, I might have also used that as well at some point.
Yeah,
Not the point.
I don't think
So
I
what
have
is-
that.
yeah.
But nonetheless, heroism, willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, it's a concentration up to a minute. He's immune to being frightened. I don't know if that cleanses his frightenness.
It does. It
okay.
does.
I assumed it did. And also gains temporary hit points equal to my spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns.
Nice.
Whoa, wow.
Good
Yeah.
job.
So hold up. I gotta,
Thank you very much.
spellcasting ability modifier. That's my charisma, which is +5.
So nice. 5 bonus hit
You
points
get
as well.
5
You're no
bonus
longer
hit
feared.
points. You are not frightened.
And you
You
said
don't go back to being frightened when this stops. You just lose any temp hits or hit points.
Okay. And so it's 5 points at the start of each of my turns.
5 points at the start of each of your turns.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Yep.
Hot damn. All right. Anything else you want to do? Bonus action? Anything like that?
Oh boy. That's the one part I didn't think about. No.
Is inspiring a bonus action?
It is.
Yeah, it is actually. You know what? Who's next on the turn order?
Aramil.
He's gonna get one.
Yeah. What am I getting?
Bardic Inspiration die.
Hell yeah.
That's 1d6.
You have to roll on your table to find out if it's 1d6.
It is.
because it'd either be a D4, a D6, or a D8, depending on what instrument you pull out.
Oh, fuck, that's right. I forgot about that part.
Oh, don't worry. I never
Fuck!
will.
Is it an oboe?
Is it a 1?
Yeah, I am freestyle rapping.
Hell yeah.
My
And
name
it's-
is Marleman, and I'm here to say, Aramil, be a scorpion in a major way, and you get plus 1d4.
You get 1d4.
Oh,
That's the first time I think I've failed on that.
I think so, yeah. I forgot that we set it to rapping was the...
It's not. It's just vocals. It's
just
the
vocals,
instrument.
that's
So
it.
the instrument is vocals, and then the
Gotcha.
instrument type for vocals is voice, bitch.
That's
so
right, I forgot.
anybody who's curious for what this looks like, I will.
I'm sorry, that's like a hit die that I can add, right? Or I can add it to anything I want?
You can add it to anything you want,
All right, word.
Nice.
except for damage rolls, because he is not a valid bard.
Right.
So, speaking of which, it's now your turn, Armel. What would you like to do? Oh boy.
I think you
I
broke
just
them.
have two options. One is like fun but not that useful. The other one is like really useful but not that fun.
Oh,
So I think I'm gonna go with fun.
yeah. Go with the fun.
I would like to attempt to dominate beast.
Is it a beast?
Dominate, dominate.
Oh,
The spiders are beasts. I'm
They are, in fact.
Amazingly,
Yes, they are.
I forgot about the spiders.
all right. I would like to dominate
That's what's been on your
beast,
mind.
which means that I attempt to beguile a beast that I can see within range, which is 60 feet, and they must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. What do I check that against? My spell casting modifier or some shit like that?
It's your spell save DC.
Spell save DC. Let's see where I find that. Okay.
They rolled a 16.
They don't save.
Okay.
So one spider is in my command.
Yep.
And let's see. I can make them attack creatures. So I would like my spider friend to move as close as possible to Italy guys and attack them.
Okay. It will do that on its turn.
Okay.
Good job.
Other than that, I'll probably move closer to the middle of the
You're going to
ground,
take 4 attacks of opportunity if you do
and I
so.
won't move. I'll just
Smart.
hang on.
So, sorry, only 3. I forgot the Trev put 2 of them at the ground, not just 1.
Good. Go next.
All right.
I got him. GG.
GG, go next. All right.
We're going to hang out right where we are.
It is the Wraith's turn. And it is going to fly back in and attempt to grab. It actually take 2 actions this turn.
It went before me.
It grabs Sai.
I forgot it came out after.
Yeah. This time it's going to grab Phaedra.
Yep.
How does it approach Phaedra? Does it
It
actually have
hovers.
to fly past us?
It comes in from like over and around.
All right.
It's like an up sort of situation. So it's going to attempt to life drain on you. That is a big number.
Oh,
That is a 19.
yeah.
Okay. I thought I rolled a 19. I ended up rolling a 12. That was why I thought that was a bigger number.
Oh, okay.
You take 17 points of necrotic damage. I need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, 1 second.
It heals for that 17 as well.
So Constitution saving.
Constitution save, yeah.
Doop-a-doo. 16.
You're fine. And it's also, while it's up there, is going to
Oh,
point. Yep.
hold on. I have a reaction thing if it did damage to me. I'm just trying to remember what it was because I don't usually get hit too many times. Hold on. Where are you?
I know what this is. I'm just waiting for you to find it.
I know what it is. I'm just
It's
trying
called
to...
Hellish Rebuke.
Thank you. It's under features, not spells. There we go. So then, where are you? Hellish Rebuke. I'm just trying to remember if it's fire damage. It is fire damage. So yeah, it has to make a dex save.
Okay. As you try and spit fire at it in the air.
Yeah.
That is a natural 20, actually.
Fuck.
So it's a 23 total.
Dang. He did half damage.
All right.
So hang on. He takes 5 fire damage.
Great. Is that already reduced or?
Yes, I have it already.
Great. Good job, Phaedra.
In terms of time spent per damage dealt, that was about as efficient as it gets.
I'm sorry. I always forget that I have it.
It is also going to point at one of the horrors that Trev destroyed.
I see where this is going.
And it doesn't stand back up, or it doesn't like begin to move or anything. In fact, a second ghostly form lifts out of it.
Oh, fuck.
And turns towards you, Trev, with a glassy but ready for action look.
Can I shout, can somebody deal with that?
Yes, certainly.
Gesture at the thing in the ceiling?
Sure.
It
It did have to use all of its movement to get over to you, though, so it does not float away. It is just sort of floating above you menacingly. Next up is Phaedra.
Okay. So you cut out a bit with something ceiling.
It's still floating above you,
Okay.
menacingly.
Sure. All right. I'm gonna bring my spiritual weapon closer as my bonus action, and
How far can your spiritual weapon move?
it can go 20 feet. And
Doesn't make it.
Okay, well, I'm still gonna move it closer anyway.
Yeah, it gets
Next.
closer.
And then I'm going to, because I don't know if I've gotten to do this before. I'm gonna try casting or doing, it's Turn Undead because
Channel Divinity. Okay.
Yeah, Channel Divinity. I don't think I've used this particular thingy. So let's see. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, all of them?
Each undead.
Goddamn, all right.
So if I can find a way to get
So-
really close to at least the wraiths.
And how close do they have to be?
thing.
It says 30 feet.
Oh, they're all well within 30 feet, my friend.
Yeah.
You're forgetting how busted
Yeah.
clerics are.
The Wraith saves with a 20.
Sure.
Also,
Are any of them? I assume they're not, but I'm just specifying if any of them are challenge rating 3 or lower. If they fail, they die. They are just.
I'll get back to you on that. What is the
Sorry,
DC they have to pass?
They have to. Sorry. I just lost it. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Wisdom save 17.
So one of the skittering horrors falls to pieces.
Yay!
Yay.
The next one falls to pieces.
Yay!
Vaporized, sir.
The third one falls to pieces. So all three skittering horrors are now
Holy
gone.
shit.
I just like to think that Picture's just oh wait, I'm a cleric.
Yeah.
And
You're doing the thing that I often
specter,
forget to do.
Just also away.
Really?
Only the wraith is left.
I'm gonna say if Phaedra said that out loud, then Trev is absolutely shouting, "You finally remembered, right?"
I honestly don't think that we've encountered anything undead since I've gotten this feature.
You got it at level 2.
Yeah,
Not
Turn
the,
Undead.
Don't
Right.
not have it.
not the destroy part.
Yes, the destroy part is newer.
Turn undead, yes.
Yes, but also making
straight up do
every
the thing
undead
that I do whenever I play a cleric in anything, which is like, oh right, I have a lot of like undead shit that I can do that just
Also,
obliterates things.
also
because-
Heather, for the point, you've
Yeah.
had Destroy Undead since you made this character.
I have.
You get it at
Yeah.
level 5.
Oops.
Yeah. Turn
I-
undead, while limited in scope, is one of the most busted things in the game.
Seemingly.
So good.
Holy shit.
You know what? I think it's 'cause when I'm using.
I also just don't
on-
make a lot of undead.
Yeah,
we haven't encountered
I
a
don't
ton
do a
of
lot.
yeah, we really haven't. So that's why I was like, oh right, I
Neither
have.
here nor there. All right, so the Skittering Horrors off the board.
Hey!
Are their bodies actually like
They're still-
destroyed,
They
or
turn
are
to
there?
ash.
Okay.
The
Okay.
bodies themselves actually turn to ash.
Yeah.
I
Um,
can't them. Yay!
so well done on that. The spiders now.
Oh right, they're here. One of them is a friend.
Yes. So we're going to
Lots of
start
buddy.
with the friend. The friend is going to look at Aramil, and you hear a
Yeah,
sound
in the
as it
absence of
then
the horrors, now what?
leaps over all of you onto its friend spider and
Aw.
begins to like tussle wrestle it onto the ground. I'm not even gonna like say
Spider
what
bite!
Wrestling.
because they're both at exactly the same HP. So I'm just gonna say they are having a fucking bloody drag out spider fight.
Yeah.
Sai, you are up. You are no
So-
longer frightened.
So with Dominic Beast, it keeps if it takes damage, it's still under the spell.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's
If it takes damage
my
from us.
concentration for up to a minute or something right now.
Wow, that's
Oh,
really
it does actually make a new wisdom save. Hang on.
Yeah,
I
I believe
apologize.
we would lose it if we did
Nope.
damage to it.
right.
Yeah.
It's allies, it, right?
That is not true. It is
Really?
it is literally just each time the target takes damage, it makes a new wisdom saving throw against the spell.
okay.
Oh,
But it did not make that save, so it is still wrestling its friend.
Also,
Sai, you're
they're-
up. The wraith is still there, and that is it.
Yep. Also, if they're beasts, you can just say that they're, once the instinct takes over, it doesn't matter who it's damaging.
Oh yeah, that is why the other spider is not like, hey bro, like what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just pissed.
also, I don't think in character Phaedra would have been like, oh yeah, I suddenly have cleric. That's just Heather forgetting because I never get to use it.
sure.
Yeah.
I think she
but you-
probably was just freaked out by spiders and ghosts for.
There's a lot of scary shit in that room. To be
There's a
fair,
lot-
God
like,
damn it, I
still-
wish I had made these things challenge rating 3.
You still
Oh, well.
did the cleric thing that we all know you're capable of. So
Yeah, it was.
everybody just-
I got real scared for a second there.
Anyway, Sai, how would you like to finish off this wraith? This wraith is actually like fairly healthy, so it's
Also,
Like-
I would like to clarify something real quick.
Cleric
Heroism. Does he get 5 again now?
Mhm.
So he
Well,
would now
I get
have
5.
He has
10
10.
temporary?
He has 10 temps.
Wonderful. I just want to make sure I read that correctly.
Oh, so I actually got 5 when you casted it.
Mm-hmm.
You get 5 when you get 5 at the
Yeah, at the start of the spell, and then every one of your turns repeating from there.
Okay. All right. Got it.
Okay. It doesn't say that, but I'll
That is
take
how
it.
I am ruling it, or else
Oh.
heroism, like, that spell is still cool, but
Yeah.
I like the idea
If
of
you
it.
get the 5 at the beginning of the spell, it makes more sense anyways. Like,
Exactly.
That's fine. All right. So now I got an extra 5. This thing's, if it hit Phaedra, it's obviously in hit range. In range.
Oh,
to hit, right?
certainly.
All right.
Kill it.
I'm gonna draw my sword because it's magical. It should do the trick. And I'm just gonna start swinging at it.
All right. So anyway, you
unfortunately-
start swinging.
Thanks.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's the not as great version. The first hit's a 21,
That will hit.
and the second hit's a 20 unmodified.
That will
Or
also
modified,
hit.
modified, different modified. All right. So the first is gonna be 14 slashing damage
Okay.
because I rolled another goddamn 2. And
Every
so
little
it's
bit counts.
18 damage.
18, okay. I'm actually just going to fast forward this because with all of you having your turns coming up before it moves again,
It'll be dead.
it will be dead. So let's just say y'all pile through with either cantrips or swingings, up to you. So that way you don't burn any more spell slots or anything like that, and this thing out to smoke.
Sweet.
And the spiders kill each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
It doesn't have. So here's the problem. It doesn't have a high enough wisdom to ever save against you.
No
I
way.
know that in my soul, unless I roll here. Just for the sake of things, I will roll 2 d20s because that's about the amount of time it would take for them to kill each other. Actually, I'm not even going to do that because my guess is whichever one comes out the victor, Trev squashes.
Oh,
Fair
Fair.
enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I wanted them to be
Bother
my
with that.
I would be very surprised if he didn't just cut them both in half while they're wrestling on the ground.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So
Yeah, y'all might want to
Uh,
turn away.
No, we
You
don't
are-
have the equivalent of like a giant cup with some paper to just kind of throw them out.
I imagine when this is happening, either Trev cutting them in half or them killing each other to death. Or Emil is just like on his knees shouting to the sky, "No, my friend!"
what have I done?
I mean, it's called Dominate Beast, not Befriend Beast, Tarvel. I'm sorry.
But like, it's caramel. If it's a beast, he will want to befriend it. If it's a plant, he'll want to befriend it. If it's literally anything but people, he will want to befriend it.
Yep.
Not
So-
Fuzzy 1 and Fuzzy 2. My new friend.
No.
People suck.
Oh, God.
Oh.
So, with that taken care of in any way, shape, or form,
Sure, yeah.
Lord.
what would you all like to do?
Ugh.
Keep an eye.
I was gonna say brush
Yeah,
off the
resume.
group and step out of this room, please.
All
Look
right.
around and see if there's anything of importance before moving on.
It's nothing. This is just an empty room.
Fair enough.
It seems like these things were left here as some kind of guardian to whatever chamber comes next. The bodies themselves, while well preserved due to the magic that is keeping them animated, are ancient. The black ichor you saw coming out of them isn't some sort of like magical essence or whatever is keeping it. It is just the decayed, rotted blood that was inside these corpses.
Ew. No.
Disgusting.
No.
Yep. They're
Can I-
gross.
Can I like turn undead the ichor? Just get out of here and say,
You just sort of signifying it like a little bit, just like
no.
you
No.
just sort of
Gross. Gross.
sort of pee away. You all walk to the other end of the chamber. As I had mentioned, the door is there. It is open due to destruction, not due to lack of spell. You can either try and figure out how to open the door if you want, or you could just climb through. It's up to you.
Okay. That's in like it's
So there is an opening in the door. Like the top half of the door is missing, and it's about 6 feet off the ground. You guys can either climb through it and have to make some checks, or you can try and figure out how to open the other side of the door.
oh. I mean I could check real quick if it's just like locked or
It has the same spell on it as the previous one, so it's whatever magical lock is still there. But this one does seem to have like a relatively ornate stone keyhole embedded in the front of it.
what was the magic that's on it? I don't remember.
I think-
Reflective magic, right?
Yeah, it's reflective. If you cast any magic on it, it bounces back at you.
Right. Okay.
Also, if you use force on it in any sort of way, it also bounces back at you, which is why Trev pushed himself across the room.
That was really
Yeah.
fun.
That was very funny.
That was funny as hell.
I enjoyed it.
Are there any other traps or anything on it?
Roll an investigation check.
Try and move your
What a sleepy doggo.
But did anybody get hurt in that last fight?
I mean,
Okay.
a little, but not a lot.
Yeah, I took 10 points, 11 points.
Nothing, nothing terribly substantial.
Oh, I got hit once. Whatever.
What is my? Am I not checking for traps? I'm in.
You are checking for traps.
Oh, okay. Then it's different than just investigation.
I couldn't remember.
Check for traps. What do I? It's sleight of hand.
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Okay. Then I roll. It means it's a 9, right? Oh no, it's treated as a 10 if I roll on something.
That is correct.
Okay, so then 25.
It is, in fact, trapped. It had a what looks like a mechanism in it that would have dropped a very large rock out of the ceiling onto if anybody messed with this lock. But you were able to disengage that and make it so you will not get crushed by a rock.
Okay, can I try and unlock it now?
Certainly, roll a lockpick check.
Damn. Okay, 25 again.
That well, not exactly a squeak, more of a large stone grinding sound as the door swings open. But yes, it is now open.
Hooray!
Nah.
You all just go through.
Good job.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make a dexterity. No. You all head into the final or the next hallway.
Nice.
Damn it. Shit. You all head into the hallway. Whoopsie. And make your way along this hallway. This feels like the longest of them. It's been hard to kind of gauge time as you've been walking through here, especially due to some of the twists and the turns in these hallways. But this one feels like you go for miles. On a steady gradient down as well.
Boy, this hallway goes for miles.
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 And then you hear a voice you don't recognize repeating back to you, Miles.
In the background, you see, it's actually 13 kilometers.
Yeah. The helper bot.
We don't use Imperial over here.
Yeah.
Shit.
But eventually you all the descent begins to even out into a chamber that is actually full of light, to the point that even with you with dark vision, it's actually kind of bright to your eyes as you walk up to it. Trev, question for you.
All right.
And I'm going to ask this question not in a leading way, but in a
right.
genuinely curious way.
Sure.
Have you been pinging detect magic as you go?
Once we get out of like a combat scenario, I mean,
I thought you said
For the-
something else.
I also thought you said that, but now I know. So anyway,
Wait, what did you guys think I said?
Have you been peeing?
Oh,
Yeah, I actually that's
You
what
didn't hit both ings very hard. So
No.
It sounded like peeing.
have you been peeing magic this whole time?
But then
You
you said,
know
a little
it,
bit.
bro.
You got a little bit of something dribbling off the corner of your pants there. Careful.
you know it, bro.
sound like
That's
you
impressive. Did you take the whole time?
Have you been?
Fuck.
Sorry, pinging detect magic.
I would say unlikely on
No,
a
but I've
large
been
part of the
casting.
like. Yeah, unlikely on like a bunch of the just long featureless hallway. But as we started approaching big bright thing or large room, like giant light source, big like different thing,
Yeah.
I believe you would start.
Okay. You can feel that there is a lot of magic coming out of this chamber, both generally and specifically.
It's a magical room. You probably don't need me to
Can
tell
we,
you
like,
that.
Feel it? It's that magical? Like-
No,
Hey,
not
it's
so
not
much.
cool.
Okay. All
Who goes in first?
Do you want me to arcane eye check it first, or should we just go in?
If you wanna.
I mean, is it open? Like, is there a door? Like, what?
It is just an open, like,
It's like
doorway
opens up
chamber.
into-
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. With a bunch of light spilling out of it.
Okay.
And if you wanna like checks, if you wanna go check it, that's okay.
I would be perfectly fine with you
All
double
right.
checking.
I will cast arcane eye.
Okay.
Send that in first to check before we
Okay.
physically go in.
Also, remember that if I can hear, nothing can hide from me within 10 feet.
There's nothing hiding.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, you cast your arcane eye and it flies in.
Yep.
You see a chamber glittering in gold, with a large stone dais in the center. Kind of shaped like a half moon desk. And then sitting upon that dais is a golden metal figure that seems to be hunched over somewhat, writing in a book.
Is this a like a person, or is it like a?
Yeah, when you
It
say figure,
looks
do you
like
mean...
a person.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, the arcane eye is invisible.
Is visible?
Is invisible.
That's what I thought. Yeah. And this thing doesn't seem to be reacting to it.
Okay.
But Wait, I can't. I don't know this information yet. I don't think.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's why I stopped asking questions. I'm like, I'm not there.
I will relay what I see.
Say again?
I will relay to the group what I see.
Okay.
Is it when you say it's writing? Do you mean it is frozen writing like a statue?
No. It is
It is
actively
Actively
writing.
writing. Okay.
Okay.
Is this a flesh and blood kind of?
You can only see smooth golden metal encasing the entire
it's
form.
somebody in like
Oh,
armor
man.
or something. That's weird. Okay.
Somebody should
And
go
you
in
also
there and
can't
talk
see
to
a
that
face.
thing.
It's like hunched like this, so with your kind of overhead perspective, you just can't see a face.
Yeah, because with Arcane Eye, I can only go so close. It's
Yeah.
like 30 feet. So
Yeah, you gotta like keep to the corners of this room. It's not particularly large either.
okay. Do
My
I
next
see
question was
anyone
like-
else? Anyone else in the room besides
Nope.
person writing? Okay.
It's just this bright room with this golden person.
Uh-huh.
I think we should go in.
It didn't sense my Arcane Eye, which I mean,
Or if it did, it didn't let that on.
fair.
Who goes in first?
Before we go in, I would like to tell everybody to not touch anything that looks like treasure at all because I don't want to get killed.
I mean, it
Or-
seems like an empty room, so hopefully that shouldn't be.
I'm worried one of us might be King Midas.
The chamber itself is entirely encased in gold as well. The walls, the floor, the ceiling.
Don't
Yeah.
touch anything.
That was the first.
I mean-
The first sentence was that it was like, yeah, hella gold. So I was worried that if anything was physically pick upable, that would be bad.
Sure.
And also, it's all magical. So
I mean, is there any like normal traps, or is it all just magical?
It's just radiating magic. It doesn't really
Alright.
feel like a trap. It just feels like magic.
Can we like knock? Like, I wish there was a.
There's no door.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna have to be.
We just go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll just go in then.
Armil puts his hands in his pockets.
All right, and you walk in first.
Like what we tell our elementary schoolers, sitting on
I'll-
your hands. Like,
Yeah,
I'll go with you.
slowly, not touching anything.
Yeah, I'll go with you because then the Arcane Eye can move with me and kind of keep an eye out for stuff.
So Armel and Fader are going in first. Both of you make charisma
I
saving
will
throws.
also go
Nick's
in.
also make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh,
I,
Okay.
Charisma, bro. Are
It
you
might be too late, but there was stuff I wanted to do before.
I think it's too late at this point.
My
I think
internet.
I know. I'm
is
sorry.
Wait, is everybody going in?
I mean, just those three have said they're going in. I don't know if
You rolled it into like 3 things.
it's up to you guys if you also want to go in with them.
Well, yeah, that's why I always.
Yeah, it seems pretty magical. Seems like something I should probably go in there and look at.
Okay, make a charisma saving throw. Marlon just wanted to make the saving throw.
I did. I have charisma as my best stat. I want to do something here.
nice.
And in fact, that's a 19.
Okay. You do not save.
I got
Fader?
a 72.
Oh,
Marlon also puts his hands in his pockets.
I got a 17.
So
You
for
don't
the
save.
record,
I don't save.
You don't save.
Dude, I didn't save with a 19. You probably have to have like a 29.
For the record,
Nat 20 for what number total?
27?
All right, you save.
okay.
then.
Why do I have a +7 to charisma?
My guesstimate wasn't far off, it seems.
Next, what'd you get?
I need to know if it's a charm effect.
It is not a charm effect.
Okay, then I crit fail.
Okay.
Hmm.
We
All right,
need to
you
know.
don't save.
I do
Nick's
not.
grabbing everything. Just.
All of you besides Phaedra
Oh, no.
and Marleman, as you step into the room, you can immediately tell the spell that was just cast on you thanks to your mirror.
Yep.
That does ping. As you flip open the mirror and look at it, before you even think of what spell effect this is, you look at the mirror and your brain goes, "Oh, god damn it!" As you've been hit by a zone of truth.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
really
that's
care
okay.
about that.
I don't really know that much. What else can I say?
So you are compelled to not lie.
Word.
You're not compelled to speak, but you
Yeah,
are.
you can just not
compelled.
talk. Yeah, that's fine.
Trev and Sly, what are you two doing?
Bear with me for just a moment.
Trev,
Can I detect where the spell came from? Have we ever-
everywhere. This whole room seems to just be glowing in a zone of truth.
It's a giant zone of truth.
Oh, no. Doesn't the mirror...
Yes, it tells you the direction from which the spell was cast on you, and that direction is everywhere.
No, it actually doesn't tell me anything like that. It just says it warns the user of any spell or spells cast against them. It doesn't say where it came from.
So, yeah.
You can open it up and find the nature of the spell. Oh, as well as the caster. Who cast it?
The room.
The room itself has like a spell. Okay.
Does he know?
Well, that's rude.
Fuck it. I'll go in. Whatever.
All right, make your save.
And
All right, make your save.
I give him a Bardic Inspiration die.
I don't bother. It's the same as Emily.
Okay.
No.
Oh no.
I mean, that's the thing.
To be fair, the two
doesn't
strikingly
matter.
honest members are.
It's also irrelevant because of my plan. But
Sure.
anyway. So, Trev is going to see Marleman looking at his mirror and say, "Do you know what kind of spell this is?"
I mean,
Well,
Yes, I know everything about it.
Cool. Tell me what you know.
Do you not know?
I don't know shit. That's actually probably true. I mean,
Everyone.
like,
Let's say you can't lie. So.
it's very
Yeah,
natural.
everyone, we're under a zone of truth.
Si,
If you
what'd
don't
you
want to
get, by the
talk,
way?
just don't talk.
18.
You do not save.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I'm
literally
gonna-
only Phaedra.
Would
all
I
right.
if
Aramil,
would
I
I
alert you. Don't
because I
talk.
I would love to not talk Marleman.
because I passed it, would I know that
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
I only picked you out
we-
there because you're
we
like
all
me
know.
and we will
Yeah.
say something.
You know that you've had Zone of Truth attempted to be cast
Yeah.
on you if you save
Yep,
it.
you're well aware.
Also, I'm casting Dispel Magic.
oh
Okay. You cast a spell magic. The chamber seems to absorb it. The zone of truth fades and seems to rise back up, and you all need to make another save.
Oh man, I can lie again. Oh.
Again?
Can I just assume that I don't make it?
If you want to keep
I don't
pulsing it, Trev, because you can do it
All right.
at will, you can do so and keep the effect off you.
It requires Dispel Magic is different than
Oh, sorry, my bad.
yeah. So the idea of that's kind of why it was really important to say never mind.
What?
Nah, don't worry about it.
What did I not do? What do
No.
you need to know?
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I fail again.
I mean, the idea that there are magical effects that are way too big for one person to just casually dispel is
Well,
absolutely
Zone of
insane.
Truth is a dispellable magic spell. That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's just I didn't know that it was
I
going
mean-
to
reset.
We were presented with an unfixable situation that I did not know was unfixable. It's
There you
fine.
go.
So I wasted an important spell slot on something.
That's what I was thinking. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well,
Unfortunate, but that's life.
I mean, if you don't want
um,
to do it, you don't have to do it. If because you can ask Marleman, and Marleman can tell you this whole room seems to be giving it off.
that's pretty fair. Yeah, I think I would have said that. I didn't,
And like that,
but I would have.
I would take it that for Trev, that would be enough information to go, this is probably not something that will just go away.
Because I mean, if he explained the spell as the spell, that's why it's difficult. Because if he explained the spell as the spell works, then he would be able to. Then it would be the plan. The course of action would make sense.
Yeah,
Quick
The
question.
fact that the room breaks the rules makes it a little bit tricky.
Quick question.
Mhm.
Has the Golden Man moved at all?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
has our presence been even?
Our present hasn't even been noticed.
acknowledged.
Nope, they're still just riding away.
Hey, Gold Man.
Did we have to
No.
make another roll?
Don't
Yes.
bother.
Oh no,
No.
we're not. Okay, then fine.
Okay. that
Hey,
was
Gold Man.
It doesn't seem to react.
I said, hey, Gold Man.
Okay. Can I wave Marleman down and then
I'm gonna send the arcane eye to try to get a look at its face.
Okay, it has no face.
It has no face. Oh, okay.
It is just a smooth surface.
can I
Smooth
try and get
operator.
closer to see what it's writing, or can the arcane eye see what it's
I
writing?
can see what it's writing probably if I turn it.
It is writing in a language you do not understand, Phaedra,
God damn it! All right.
since you do not speak Celestial.
Can she recognize that it is celestial?
You can understand that it's a
Guess who speaks Celestial?
you fucking weird ass tiefling.
She's been able to speak that for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. That's just not one that I care to remember at any point in time.
Yeah, I can speak Celestial and Draconic.
Sure. So you look upon it through the arcane eye, and you can read it, and it is things such as it is writing at a speed that is hard to keep up with, but you can see the entirety of the page, and it is writing things such as Herman Jones harvested 3 potatoes. Person B went to the bathroom. But just endlessly, sentence after sentence after sentence.
Okay. Do I recognize like any of the names at all?
Yes, in that about halfway up the page, and you realize that like halfway up this page is seconds ago, because you see all of your names. As they say, walk into the chamber of the archive.
Okay, so it's like of everything that's going on then?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean,
It is the archive.
the reason Nyx walked in here was because she realized this was the archive, and the gold being probably was the archive.
Yep.
See.
Okay.
I'm picking that up now. Yeah.
Walk in here.
So like
Just need to get it to talk to us.
so is it what is it writing on? Is it like a book and it's like changing pages or
Constantly, like effortlessly, it is flipping pages. Almost, the pages seem to flip themselves in this book. And this tome is gigantic.
Oh boy.
Wow, I have a real strong feeling that the spell that I want to cast is not going to do anything.
If it was Fireball, you're probably right.
Nope. But if I was threatened, I was thinking about having Shatter ready.
Yeah, burn the whole archive, I'm sure.
No, I would like to,
Oh boy.
Can I say like what was the room called? Chamber of Archive?
The Chamber of the Archive is how it's written in the book, but you don't know that. Phaedra only read it.
Right.
Can we get any idea as to what this creature is? Is it a creature? Is it...
It is...
It looked metal. Right?
Should I roll a nature or history or something check? Like
absolutely none of you will have interacted with something like this before.
Because I thought it was a guy in armor from far.
You did.
He was metal, but it looks like it's a mechanic. Is it like? Does it have like limbs like a puppet?
I mean, it has limbs in that it is humanoid. It does not have strings like it's a puppet.
Phaedra.
Let's put it this way: in D&D terms, none of you will have ever seen this before.
Okay.
You've not seen an automatic metal man in your lives.
Okay, this is very weird.
So, can I
try to read it?
Then, can I ask Phaedra if she can tell what's being written? If she hasn't told us yet?
Very mundane stuff, and I'll just I'll read some examples of what's coming as it's being read.
And as you say it, you can see the sentences added to the book that
Phaedra
literally
said.
Dictate exactly what you say.
Okay. Phaedra, I'd like to phone a friend.
I don't know if that will work in here.
I think he was just checking to see if that was writing. I'm reading like stuff as it's.
No, I'm not. I'm asking you. I would like to phone a friend. I'm legitimately saying I would like to. You're the one that has the spell.
Oh, you meant You meant sending. Okay.
Sending. Yes, I would like to phone a friend.
I don't know if we should really bother with any spell slots in here.
Yeah.
Is that a slot spell? I thought that was a cantrip for you.
No.
I think first.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
I think all that we really have here is if Phaedra can understand the language it's writing in, then there's always a chance that she can speak with it.
Yes. Can she
I'll try.
you in Celestian try and greet this guy?
Yeah.
I will try.
Okay, what would you like to say?
What would I call
You
it?
just say like
Start with
hello.
hello.
Yeah.
I'll say hello and see if it responds.
A voice that you cannot tell where it emanates from does emanate, or like what area it emanates from does emanate from the figure that says, "Greetings, welcome to the archives. I am the keeper. How may I assist?"
Oh no, I'm getting very bad library vibes here from like Doctor Who. Okay.
So I'm sure we hear sound happen. We just don't-
right?
Yeah. Oh yes, you can all hear like la celestial style language.
I will ask. Can you speak in common?
I can speak in 897 languages, most of which are no longer spoken on the planet.
Would you mind speaking in common from now?
Oh,
Certainly. Would you ask your rude friend to not refer to me as the Gold Man? I find that very rude.
Does he hear this?
It's speaking in common at this point. Yes.
Oh, my apologies.
See,
I can tell that you're attempting to lie.
What?
I'm not lying. I'm
I know
genuinely.
you're not lying. I am telling you, Marleman Oceanwrath, that you are attempting to lie. I can tell. Please do not.
What? No. Gary, you're missing the actual genuine statement I'm making, which
I
is
know.
Marleman is genuinely apologizing, in which case he would know that I'm genuinely apologizing.
That is a good point. Yes. All right. Never mind. Take that back.
Don't try to flip that
But
shit
it
on
does-
me. Don't
it
try
does-
to put
It
I
does
will
bad
still refer
words
to
in
you- it
Marleman's
does
mouth.
still
He didn't
refer to
say
you
bad
as-
things. He apologized, and he
it
meant
does
it.
still refer to you as its full
Okay. I will
as
say.
your full name.
I will
That's
say. I will say
fine.
thank you. Do you have a name?
You may call me the Keeper.
The Keeper. Okay.
Hi, the keeper.
Nice to meet
Hello, Keeper.
Nice.
Hello,
To...
RML. Hello, Nix.
How long have you been here?
I have been here for 18 millennia.
Who put you
Oh
here?
boy! Wow.
I was put here by the Great God Cord to make sure that all records of this land continue to be archived for the rest of human history, or for all of Eonic history.
So, sorry. So you're not just for break, you're for everywhere?
Correct. That is correct.
Oh boy.
Is the history you've been keeping categorized, and do you have any way that you would be able to provide us with any
like a-
information?
Dewey
Most
Decimal
certainly,
System.
you all seem to be true and honest folk. I'd be more than happy to search the archive for any information you care to request. What can I help you with?
Thank you.
Okay, that's wonderful.
We
At this point, Phaedra, it has kind of like leaned up a little bit, so you guys can now also see its completely faceless kind of exterior.
Huh?
But Phaedra, just underneath, you can also tell that it has 3 religious symbols burned into its chest.
Interesting.
The prominent one to kind of almost in the shape of a heart. The one that would be up in the upper left corner of it is the familiar symbol of Cord.
Mhm.
In the upper right, kind of like loop of the heart, is the symbol of Ayun.
Okay. Yeah.
And in the drop dead center is the long kind of almost archway looking symbol of the Raven Queen.
Oh. Okay. I will. Yeah, I would have definitely recognized all of those, so that makes sense. Okay, I'll make a note of it.
okay. So we came down here because, as you know, there's a lot of stuff happening up there, and one of those things is we are trying to find the successors to lead Break. But the information has been lost from the people on the surface, and we were hoping we could find that information to help the city.
For the record, it's kind of terrifying watching this thing write in full sentences everything that is being said, Phaedra, through your arcane eye, as it literally dictates exactly what is being said, while
Really?
also in similar flowing movements, dictating everything that is being said everywhere.
Yes.
Even in the course of this conversation, 3 pages have been filled.
That's it?
It writes small and fast.
Real good at note taking.
It's a big
It
book.
kind of, where eyes would be, kind of turn towards you, Nix, and say, most certainly, I have been blessed with the knowledge of where the descendants of the Jarl were. What's the right way to phrase this? Where the descendants of the Jarl would be located at this point in time.
Okay. Thank you. Can you do that for me?
Certainly.
Please.
Now, please?
Oh, certainly. As it with its
Would you
left
do
hand,
it?
you're
That's
you're asking a thing that has no concept of time because it's
Ah.
existed for the entirety of time to do something, which means that you need to be a little bit more.
I know. No, like clearly, no. Nyx was understanding she needed to be specific, but was very uncomfortable giving an order to the
Yes.
Don't be rude.
With its left hand, its right hand constantly writing, its left hand suddenly flips open this gigantic part of the archive and stands it up completely pointedly straight. As you watch the hand kind of scroll down the page and go, yes, 877 PED. The former descendants of Break were brought to the Society of the Elves for safekeeping, due to the humans of Break worrying that their society was far too barbaric to continue the bloodline further. It flips a bunch more pages.
I'm writing this down as fast as I can.
It's gonna take a bit. It kind of flips a bunch more pages. 1100 PED. The bloodline of the Jarls has been so thoroughly diluted that it is believed to be gone extinct. Flip forward a bunch more.
Oh, boy.
1400 PD, which is getting slightly closer to the time period that you guys are. The bloodline has been reestablished due to continued efforts by the elves to track down how many of their halfling breeds have been done out into society. It is at this point considered that the line has completely done a circle through the elven line and back into the human line. Flip, 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 flip. It's like, sorry.
Like using like search through Google Books, and it's just like going through like all these pages.
Basically. 897 PD. Last known. Sorry, I have to pull up the exact wording here because I wrote this down months ago. Last known descendant of the original Jarl of Break, known to continue with the last name Valinkir in this current time period.
Awesome.
What?
I have a feeling, I'm not gonna lie, when you started talking about half elves, I was like,
I'm sorry.
This is a very bad time for Jay's internet to be crappy.
Oh,
This is my favorite thing.
it just all shifted aside.
For the record, Nick bursts out laughing.
Record
he's gone.
scratch.
How does the book dictate that?
It's just a lot of ha-ha-ha-has.
LOL.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We'll wait for Jay to come back.
Yeah, I don't know if we should
Okay.
do this with Jay not here.
I think he just did a reset.
Yeah.
Like, oh god, I gotta get this to work.
And this guy, he's the archivist. You said
The
The
keeper.
keeper.
keeper. I'm sorry.
Keeper.
Excuse me, keeper. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes. Known currently in the bloodline continues through a last name known as Valinkir in the current time period of 1887 PD.
Could you tell me if any of the Valinkir are in our party right now?
There he is.
Yeah.
And yes, and in fact, he can say yes. He is in the party now.
Actually, what's
Start over. Because all I got was like, I got none of that.
Oh, you got none of it?
None of it.
What is the last thing you did get?
I heard the bloodline was moved to be with the elves for safekeeping. That's fucking it.
Okay, so the 4 bits that it dropped after that. It was moved to the bloodline was moved to the elves for safekeeping due to the humans of Break being worried that their barbaric nature would cause the bloodline to go extinct very quickly. About 800 years or so before the current time period, it was believed that the bloodline had been lost completely. It had been so diluted into elvish society that it was almost impossible to track. About 400 years ago or so, due to a great push within the Society of Elves to actually track their own ancestries, the bloodline was reestablished and found again, and that had actually done a complete loop. It had gone through human society, completely through elvish society, and now almost perfectly back into human society is the only society to trace it. And now all the way to here, last known descendants of the original Jarl of Break, known to use the last name Valinkir.
Motherfucker.
And then there was an awkward pause.
And then Nick started laughing.
Yeah.
Big motherfucker in the book.
Yeah.
I think that he stars out some of the letters. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say, does that even work in Celestian? Can you write
there's not
curse
a lot of,
words in
cursing in
Celestian?
Celestial, so it's just kind of like mother of sex.
I don't like
I'll take that.
Sweet mother of copulation.
that's great. I love it.
Progenitor of fornication.
There it is.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Marlon, do you actually ask that thing that you said?
Yes, I did. I can ask that again. A keeper?
Yes,
Did I hear that correctly?
you did. The line was to continue through the last name Valinkir.
And can you tell me if there are any members of that bloodline in this room?
I'm gonna just push him aside and be like, hang on, I have to ask this. Let me. Would that be part of my family?
I believe, Mr. Valinkir, that you were adopted into the Valinkir last name, correct?
No, Valentier was my mother.
Oh, that's right. Valentier was your mother's name. I forgot.
Mother on the human side then? Or
Nope, mother was
No,
the
on
elf.
On the elf.
the elven side?
Yep.
Yes, and
It doesn't change anything because what the keeper is actually going to say is, yes, we've actually allowed this information due to your own re-existence into society.
Your own re-existence into
Because he was in the Feywild for a while, right? With that.
well,
Neither here nor there, actually.
Oh.
It kind of like scrolls back to like maybe 20 years or so, which again is like thousands and thousands of pages. It says, it was believed that the line was completely lost due to a raid on a village.
yes, a raid from the humans
That is
on
correct.
an elven village.
That is correct.
Did you record any prisoners being taken from that raid?
We were able to track that there were slaves taken, but we were unable to track who specifically it was.
I'll tell them my mother's name because I don't have it right in front of me.
That would be the name that I had previously spoken. You must be the continued heir.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Congrats, you're in charge.
Is there a way to check this?
I give Sai a bardic inspiration die. You're gonna need this.
Thanks, buddy.
Keeper, I have a question.
Yes.
My question is this. So we are, well, first of all, thank you for this information. Very,
Of course.
very, very helpful. Now, second,
I do not give information for free, by the way. You will need to give me information that I do not have fully complete in my pages, if you do not mind.
we
Hence
will ignore
the
that.
it kind of like the pages sort of fall back in and it lifts its left hand and it sort of gestures and goes, hence the conditions of this room. I need to know that the information that is being presented to me is entirely accurate.
Fair enough.
I fucking knew there was a price and I even said it, but my internet cut out when I was saying it.
Okay. So the most important, the thing that we'll actually need, and I don't know if this is a thing that you can provide. However, we know that everything that you have here, that you're saying here, is true, of course. However, if we are to communicate that anything that we learn from you to the outside world, to the people beyond outside this archives, the odds are not good that they will believe us because, as you know,
Breaking society has become incredibly racist.
That's a large part of it, yes, and
they have.
especially in a matter so important as the bloodline of their ruling family. So, is there any way that we can? Do you have anything that do you have access to anything that might be some sort of a proof of this bloodline?
Written claim.
So that we can
that's what I said.
assist the Brachian people
Yeah.
in reestablishing their civilization, because as you also know, great upheaval is in play currently.
Most certainly. It is actually some of the greatest upheaval seen on this continent in the past 10,000 years. The last time I can remember something at this level of difficulty occurring within on this continent specifically was during the Great Sundering.
Oh.
Indeed.
Well, that gives me the warm and fuzzies.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate the assistance you've offered us so far in helping us in, improving the situation. And
Regardless,
we have
yes.
agreed, if you have whatever, well, how does this other part work? Do you ask us questions? Do you?
Oh, I will ask you questions for sure, but to answer your final question, Mr. Candria, the answer to that is that the Great Throne of Break will only agree to be sat upon true members of the Cord bloodline.
Oh, well,
Okay.
perfect.
Oh, so we need to.
Are there any actual priests or clerics of Cord that I can speak with about this that would know what needs to be done?
Unfortunately, due to the actions of the current sole heir of the Blackfire clan, all priests in the city of Cord have been completely purged.
Purged is a really friendly way to put that, Keeper.
Yeah.
Male heir, Mrs. Phaedra.
Thank you. I was gonna say, like, hi.
Yeah, I was gonna go over and look at her and be like, "Good going."
Okay.
And
outside
I'm
of
just
the
going to put
city?
this one into the air purely because this was going to get weird. It speaks through names and bloodlines due to bloodlines. That is the only thing it really cares about when it comes to families.
Sure.
So
Okay.
that's why.
Mhm.
Will we need a priest of Cord or a cleric of Cord at all for this to happen?
Most
But
certainly
then their
not.
break is
As long as you sit
Okay.
upon the throne, and they let you sit upon the throne, after all, Breaking Society, in its way of attempting to hide the fact that they were no longer any blood of Cord, ruling the city, have dictated that that throne be only sit upon by Cord himself.
So wait.
Yeah, we'll
so
see about that.
someone-
Where is that
Someone-
throne?
Do you guys know it? So
It's in the
the
main room.
break main hall, remember there are the two small
right.
thrones that sit
Mhm.
next to a very large throne?
Right.
If
Uh,
someone that's not of the bloodline sits on the throne, what happens to
That was
them?
gonna ask.
They will be immediately executed
That,
Executed by whom?
by the magic of Cord itself. You will be struck
Okay.
down and sundered into the earth.
So,
Oh, goody.
okay.
Are there any shrines of Cord left in Break?
Most certainly. The closest one is, and it gives a bunch of like geographic coordinates that mean basically nothing in numbers.
What's the
999
building closest
6799
to
point.
it?
What's the closest map town?
Fuck it. We can ask somebody else for that.
I'm a big fan of that. I'm just like, not worth it. Never mind, hold on.
Sai,
Using a nuclear reactor to charge your phone. We don't need
Yep.
this.
I don't need to ask for directions. I know where I'm going.
This is so beneath his pay grade. It's
is there anyone in Break that like knows that about the throne, the truth about the throne?
Most certainly not.
Okay.
That's going to make this interesting.
Yep,
Okay.
Yes.
that's the part that's complicated.
yeah.
We're
Well,
on
and that's why
That's the part that's complicated.
That's not the only part, but that's the part that's going to complicate that being
Yeah.
a way that we can actually prove that Sai is the person, because they won't believe us unless they sit on it, and then they'll die. So this doesn't seem like the best way to do it.
yeah,
Though we do have the sickest electric chair in history.
we do.
I mean, hey, we
we
can
can-
always hold tryouts.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like a fairy tale.
It's like the sword and the stone.
except
Yeah, the glass slipper. Yeah.
Hmm.
Are there any final questions that I can answer for you? Because I must admit, I must.
So many.
Sorry, I must. Shit, I completely forgot the word. Insist. Damn it! I must insist that it is my turn to begin filling the archives with information that I no longer have.
Can
Of course,
Is there-
so long as if we think of a question later, we can ask it still.
Most certainly, I am
I actually
beholden
have.
to help any of those who are of pure blood in nature.
Ooh.
What?
Oh, that's
I,
unfortunate.
I actually have I have a question about the nature of the archive that I don't think is useful information, but I'm curious.
Certainly,
How is it that there is information that you do not have?
That's what I want to know,
no.
yeah.
I
That
can
was one of my
only
questions.
I can only sense information that is done here on the prime material plane.
I see.
Is there
Okay.
other... Okay.
Why do you need information from other planes, though? If your whole point is to get the
To use a common expression nowadays, fill in the margins. There's information that I have, but not the reasons why.
So context.
uh-huh.
We can do our best.
We'll try. I don't know if we'll have everything, but we'll
Yeah.
try.
That is all I ask.
Okay. Ask away.
For starters, why, if you would happen to know, has the plane of Demogorgon been completely taken over by the demon prince Grazit?
How do you know that?
Yeah.
How
Due
did
to-
You're looking at it.
I don't know if we know the why, but we can definitely we were involved with the how.
The reason I know that information, Miss Nix, is that all agents of the demon lord Demogorgon were completely executed here on the prime material plane in one fell swoop. That can only be done if there was a complete and total reshift within the demon princes themselves.
That was efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, great work. Yeah, we can't speak to Grazit's motivation, but we were definitely involved in the unseating of the Demogorgon.
Ah, so Demogorgon has been fully unseated then.
It would
We defeated him in combat.
As far as we know.
Very well. I would assume then that the abyss itself is in complete and total chaos. But that is information that I would not
Probably
expect you all
not
to
as
have.
much as
When
you'd think.
last we were there, it was relatively chaotic. But
Yeah.
we will say we can say that it would appear that that Grazit, I believe it was the new lord, had plans to establish his own order. So
Hmm.
perhaps those are going
And-
well.
Most
Nature
certainly.
abhors a vacuum, so I'm sure that was settled fast.
Most
and
certainly.
bloody.
The continued proliferation of agents of both Grazit and Orcus have continued upon this plane. So therefore, I would assume that Orcus is still building an army to conquer across it himself, but that is information that I do not have currently.
Hopefully they'll destroy each other.
Yes. My follow-up question is, why does one of your party members carry the sword that houses the soul of a chaotic being?
Boy, is that a story.
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, I was gonna say. That we have multiple possessed weapons.
I can think of 3 off the top of my head.
Yeah.
It's actually that shithead of a dagger, Barbarous. No.
We have history.
Yeah.
Wake him up. Wake him up.
Hang on, I gotta pull up the exact name. Give me a second.
I'm going to admit, this is not how I thought my trip to the library would go.
Fucking same.
What if more library trips were like this?
Oh, gosh. Just walk into a room and just be compelled to spout knowledge.
Yeah.
Just say
it's
things.
Equivalent exchange, brother.
Walk into the room and librarian is like, hey, how's your day going? And you reply back, awful, like always. Don't ask me anything.
I do appreciate
complete...
Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
I do appreciate that this is essentially D&D Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only mildly racist.
Anyway, the fractured soul of Bel Balor is resting within the party member of Trevathan's sword.
Oh.
Let's write that name down, guys.
Did we know we had a? This is some of the information we had.
Speaking not as the keeper, speaking as the DM, you know this.
Yeah.
It's in my notes.
We got this information from the guy in the abyss, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, actually, I'm curious because I don't think I've ever heard the story. How did you come across that sword?
As far as he knows, he's got it when he was granted it more or less when he was placed into his old role as a hunter, and just sort of kept it when he left.
So it got passed to different soldiers at different times in history.
Something like that. Realmbreaker or whatever it's called has a really long history that we learned relatively recently.
Mm-hmm. It follows up. Apologies, I may have phrased my question incorrectly. I am not asking how the soul, or how you've come upon the sword that houses the soul, but instead how the soul was housed within the sword itself. Last I had seen, the 4 chaoses were still operating here within the prime material plane, and their absence has been duly noted. Truthfully, we've only ever seen one of them most recently. Within the past 20 years, we've seen Manon and Maclear make multiple trips back here to the prime material plane, but every so often, Sylvanas also makes her own appearances.
This is just
How-
all bad stories.
Question: when's the last time Father of the Year was actually in this plane?
The last noted...
I like how it knows! I like how it knows!
Flip. It actually doesn't flip back all that particularly far. Only maybe 2,000 or 3,000 pages. As it says... currently, our last known location of Manon and Maclear was here on the prime material plane less than 3 weeks beforehand.
Does that coincide with any events that we remember because it's been a while?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Someone get me a bucket!
No.
Not now!
To answer his question, I don't think we have the answer to that question.
If I do have the answer, if Trev has the answer, I do not personally because it was a long time ago. So I will just have to have
You
it
guys-
automatically filled in.
Didn't you?
The fill-in you guys give is the best context you can, which is that vision that some of you saw. I can't remember exactly who, but some of you of the four soldiers of the various wearing various religious garb, fighting them. That is all you.
Right. That.
Right.
Do the gods that were sealing away the chaoses or whatever, do they match up with the 3 iconography symbols on this dude?
2 of them.
Okay.
Good start.
Raven Queen and Ayu.
The Raven Queen was not involved.
No.
Oh, okay.
Ayun
She's
is-
probably more recent.
It was the symbols you recognized from that vision were chords, Ioons,
Yeah.
Pelors, and a 4th symbol you did not recognize.
Didn't recognize. Okay.
That 4th symbol, I will remind everybody, is a golden many-leafed tree. Kind of like the symbol of Gondor.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll relate that.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep that in my notes.
My final question, and I would appreciate it if you do receive more context, if you could return to me and give me more information. Many of my trackers have been long since dead and have not returned to this chamber.
Do you have a teleportation circle here available?
We do.
Oh, thank God.
I examine it and I put it down in my book.
More easily get here then.
It raises a hand, and one of the golden walls literally just like slides aside, and inside this chamber, you can see a teleportation circle on the floor, which Marlman immediately goes to begin writing, and almost endless amounts of thick tomed books. All of them exactly the same.
Oh, so it
All
just
of
puts
them.
it there when it's done. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. I was wondering where all the pages were going to go. It's writing down everything.
Magic.
Yay.
Magic is awesome.
But my final question, if you would all please me in such a way, we have noticed multiple Gith invasions within the Prime Material Plane over the past couple of millennia. Have the Gith been getting more power?
I don't think we know the answer for sure, but we can give you a hard probably.
Very well.
They
It
appear to
seems
be
that
making
way.
efforts to increase their influence and thus move into this plane. Yes.
Very well. I will accept that answer as context for now.
So we know that there's supposedly a Gith invasion to the southeast
Oh,
along the shore.
that is most certainly not the Gith invasion. There are no Gith presence currently being sought there.
What didn't my...
That was the lie. Yeah.
That was the lie
Yeah.
that we were told.
Yes, that was.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there
So-
anything actually happening there at all?
Most certainly, but the information on that will cost you.
Cost us what?
Just one additional question.
More information.
Yeah.
I
right.
think that's important enough to know.
Yeah,
Very well.
Please?
Very well. To the best of our understanding, which is pretty thorough, there is currently a ritual being held over the past few months within that town.
Mm-hmm. With a bunch of magic
And the
users.
nature
Yes.
of the ritual?
Mhm.
The formal Jarl of Break is currently being held there and driven through with spikes daily.
Fantastic.
Who's Spikes Daily? Sorry.
Oh.
A hole opens in the floor, and you never see Trev again.
Oh well. I had
He
a
had a
good
good run.
run.
Is that anything similar to, and I'll point to the things we fought earlier with the things going through them, the spiky things?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh, thank
I think he just means
Yeah,
spikes.
this seems like good old fashioned torture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, just clarifying.
Well, not at all, in fact. These are actually magical spikes that are being used to kill various mages and then driven through the
I
former Jarl itself, attempting to use the Jarl's blood, as they do not know better, to open a portal to a different plane.
because they don't know he's
Gee.
not the bloodline.
Is
Right.
this, is this something that should be stopped before more catastrophic things occur due to it?
I do not have the answer to that question.
I didn't think so, but thank you anyways.
All right. And what question do you want in return?
It like pauses as it goes through millennia and millennia of information.
And it asks the following question: Phaedra, what is love?
I have not been programmed to love.
Why was I programmed to feel pain?
What does it mean to What does it mean to divide by zero?
Oh God.
Would you like to play a game?
Yeah. Thermoglobal
I'm
nuclear
afraid I
warfare.
can't do that.
No, it knows the answer to that. It knows the answer to that. Like, I'm just thinking of like things that either you guys don't know about or like other things that have happened that it wouldn't know about, and there's not much at this point.
Oh. Does it want to save it as like an IOU, and then next time we come back?
No, it's not how this thing rolls.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I know what it would ask. It turns to you, Armel,
Huh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no.
and says, "We have seen a new type of plant begin growing that seems to have links to the Feywild. My question is it in Feywild in nature, and why does it get people horribly, horribly high?"
Bro, let me tell you. You trying to hit this shit?
Aramil just
No.
pulls out a fucking joint and is like, "All
Yeah,
right,
no,
brother, I'm gonna
actually,
teach
I'll
you something."
Yo, you are not going to toke up with
These that I have then. I'm sure that's what he's talking about.
That is
I don't-
correct. It is
Oh.
referred to colloquially as dreamweed. Truthfully, it is a type of poison that is grown only in the Feywild, whose seeds have only been most recently introduced to here to the prime material plane.
No,
Thanks to
so, let me tell you how awesome
It's
this
called
stuff
Pineapple Express.
and that it's not really poison. I mean, well, it's kind of poison, but not really, but kind of, but not really.
I
Good.
okay.
And he's
I-
telling the truth.
He's not lying. This is the problem.
This is what happens when an immovable force.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then you get high and you like
No, I know that part.
like kind of dream state. It's awesome.
No, I know that part as well.
oh, no.
We have multiple records here now of people finding the seeds, regrowing them, smoking the incense, and going into comas that can last anywhere from weeks to months to days.
Right.
Whoa.
So, what's your question again?
How did it get here?
Potentially me, or maybe not me, but potentially me, and probably me.
That was the most Dreamweed answer you could give about Dreamweed. I don't know, man. It was probably me. Could have been me. It might have been somebody else, but it was probably me. I think it was me.
I just want an hour of this.
Yeah,
Again.
same.
Not
This needs to be
lying.
on fucking television.
Best part, not lying.
Yeah, again, not lying. Yeah.
Very well. I will mark down that you've returned with the plant from the Feywild, and as such have been proliferating it across the continent. Thank you for your
Filthy
assistance.
fucking drug
Like
dealer.
I'm fucking Johnny Appleseed or something. This is awesome.
Well, no, actually, the spores,
Actually,
the spores of the plant and the seeds of the plant actually grow out of fallen ash.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
That still is relatively Johnny Appleseed-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, every time he's smoked it, he has dropped seeds where he has gone, which have taken hold in
Exactly.
the soil.
Should I ask this guy what that fourth symbol is that we couldn't identify? The tree.
You're
Yo,
just
you
going to
should.
keep making our poor DM come up with questions.
Well, I figured he's a keeper.
listen, I've got a question
You
coming
can
up too,
ask.
so he's gonna have to come up with at least another one.
All right, hang on. Hang on, you two ask your questions, and then I will come up with...
That's why I was asking the group if we should ask about, because that was something we couldn't identify, right?
Yeah, if it's something that we don't know and he probably knows it, we should ask it. I
Didn't-
think.
Didn't we ask Titania what that symbol was, and she didn't know?
You asked Titania what it was, and she claimed to not know, yes.
Okay. I like how you said that, Gary.
If nobody's gonna ask, I will.
That is the important phrasing.
Pheromone would never lie to us.
Yeah.
What's the third?
If
what's
you say
symbol?
that as Trev said that,
Fader, do you
I
just-
will look at him and just
Did
be
you just
like,
open your notebook and show?
I can just draw it, and
Yeah.
they probably have written it. Yeah.
The keeper does one of these. It has no eyes, but it seems to have some sort of function in that way.
You can describe it if need be.
No. It
Okay.
accepts that.
Okay.
And says, "Oh, I have not seen that symbol in almost 2 millennia."
Isn't it on his hips, or his chest?
No,
No,
this
it's,
symbol
the
is
one
not.
it's the one that's not on him.
Oh,
This is the former symbol of a long sought after sect that used to be run by a pair of twin sisters. They used to be Naship worshippers of the. They used to worship Melora before she descended past the Divine Gate. But previously, it was then co-opted and used by the sect itself to be used to worship its two deific leaders. One leader was granted deific status and given rule over a plane. The other has been locked inside a cage.
son of a bitch, I knew it.
Oh no. Okay.
Cool.
Good to know. Thank you.
somebody want to clarify this for me?
Yeah.
It's Titania and the other one.
Yeah.
It's literally the Fairy Queens.
Oh, good.
This is the symbol of the Fairy Queen before she became the Fairy Queen.
Yes.
Did we know they were twins? Did
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I couldn't remember if we did or not.
You both know they are sisters and that they are technically twins.
Okay. Couldn't remember. Okay. Cool.
Just great. Just good
I would
stuff
like
all
to
around.
ask about a brief. I know this is going to be hard for him. A brief description or summary, I guess, of other people like Marleman.
Oh, other people like
Do you know what I mean when I say that? Like
other people who've been,
and more specifically, how can I've been
There are
able
currently-
to get in contact with MacLear, but it's a fickle process, and honestly, it scares me. I would
There are
like to know
currently
more
6
about how people did that.
There are currently known 6 giant children of the Chaoses, 4 progenities of Manana Maklir, and 2 progenities of Sylvanas.
And we know you and
Me, Neve.
Neve. Yeah, you're 2 of
Yeah.
Mac's kids.
What are the other 2?
One is a dwarven individual known as. Gary has to pull up his big book of NPCs.
Give us the Wikipedia
I mean,
bot. We need it.
Seriously, Would even-
I did this to myself by putting a Wikipedia bot in the game.
would it even be aware of Neve because she doesn't really reside on this plane?
Neve has walked across the prime material plane previously.
Yeah, Neve
Okay.
is kind
Basically,
of like me in a weird
if
way.
something has come through the prime material plane at some point in time,
Okay, all right.
this thing has a record of it.
I'm pretty sure at some point there were adventures that she went on with me. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
So 2 are from Sylvanas and 4 are from Mac.
One is known as Jerzo Content.
Do we
Jerso content.
Where is
Alrighty.
she located currently?
Probably Jerselheim, I'd assume.
Unknown.
Last
That's the
known,
worst answer.
last known sighting.
Last known sighting, airship captain.
Wait.
Ah! Can you tell me what the airship was?
Oh, I bet we know.
The airship was the Rage.
Oh,
Okay.
got excited. Boo.
Last seen 35 years ago. Last known continent, Burn.
Burn?
This is new information to all of you.
I've never heard of it yet.
Continent.
A new what's the continent we are on currently?
Helen.
Helen, thank you. Okay.
So this is an Is this an unknown continent? At
I'm-
least in our
I'm
minds.
gonna assume if we
Yes.
haven't heard of it, probably, yeah.
Yes, this is a completely unknown continent, and where the next campaign will take place.
How do you spell Burn? B-U-R-N or B-E-R-N?
B-E-R-N.
Okay.
UYRNA.
Well,
Okay.
Where?
The continent of Burn.
Which
Where's
Is-
that in relation to us?
relation?
String of numbers.
Is it
No.
is it north, west, south?
Yes,
or
in
east
relation. I didn't ask for
Oh,
coordinates.
in relation. Gotcha.
in relation to Helen?
It is approximately 3,000 miles to the southeast.
Thank you. Marking it down.
Okay.
All right.
And
final-
and
Is
The
an
other
orc
two?
known as Junto Rage.
orc.
That name sounds
How do you-
familiar, but I don't know why.
Junto, Junto.
J-U-N''T-O.
Okay.
It just sounds like another name. I've
Last
heard.
known location?
Last time seen.
Last seen in the Searing Wastes.
Oh,
Uh,
no.
didn't y'all fuck them up?
It wasn't us.
Is he alive?
Yes.
Wait. But
All
on
those
the
individuals
plane?
are alive. Per
Okay.
their last
As far as
sighting.
you know.
Per their last sighting.
right, yeah.
And
'cause-
when was this?
4
but-
hours, 3 minutes, and 33 seconds ago.
Oh,
Oh shit.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, I thought all of the orcs were turned to.
You saw a clan of orcs that got completely turned to ashes.
I thought
who observed them?
Me?
he.
Yeah,
It's not okay.
we're
So
gonna have to write a goddamn book for this guy in relation to
Yeah.
all this information.
we only have so much information we can provide. But
Okay, and the last one?
Those are all 4 of the children of Manana Maclear.
Oh,
there are
yeah,
two,
if you count
there are
me,
2
right,
children
yeah.
of Sylvanas.
Okay. Do I want to write this down? Yes, I do.
Yes,
probably, yeah.
they're worth finding.
This maybe.
Individual's name, Krem. Location, break. Last seen, 48 seconds ago.
Crem. Where in fucking hell? In what building in break?
The former Church of Ayun.
There we go. Okay.
Ah.
Interesting.
Does he
And the other?
regularly stay there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Last one.
The final one is an individual by the name of Bonnie.
Oh.
Bonnie? Oh,
Nice.
Hey,
okay.
could you just, since you know everything, is this the one I'm thinking of?
Certainly.
Thank you. There's only
the
one
chase.
Bonnie in this universe, right?
Cut into the chase. I respect that.
One. All right.
Are
Not
they-
true. There are 4,333 individuals with the name Byandra,
Wow.
half
What's
of which
the-
go by Bonnie.
Oh shit!
What are the other half
name
go
of the
by?
girl?
Byandra.
Draw.
What's the name of the girl who is related to Perrin? and
Tiandra.
Tiandra.
Yeah.
And I'll say her name and like her bloodline. Is she related to a primordial in any
Yes.
Is
way? And I'll go through all of the ones that we know so far.
And-
Are they
Yes,
related to
yes.
primordials?
Yes. Yes.
they're all
Except for one. Yes.
Who's the one?
Petunia.
Okay.
Too.
Is Petunia descended from any sort of irregular bloodline, such as a deity or
Did you give
powerful being?
her? Do you ask the keeper her full name?
Yeah, if I know the full name, yeah.
Individual not found.
What?
Is
Dude,
that not a
shit.
real, maybe it's not a real name. Maybe she was to hide her true identity.
The
Dude, your girlfriend doesn't
But wait,
exist.
who is
Let her boyfriend find out.
who is oh God, this is gonna sound real wrong.
The
Who is
girlfriend.
the woman I'm in love with?
Individual not found.
Uh-oh.
I am sorry, Marleman. I understand that there is an individual, and I can see in our databanks that there is an individual, but I am unable to access my records to find out who it is.
And
Describe unable.
Unable.
is it because she's in the?
No,
No, she's here. She's on the Prime Material right now.
Can I
Oh.
press to digitate or illusion a copy of her face and like?
Sure.
You would be able
Like-
to tell us if she's alive, right?
Have you seen this individual before?
Individual not found.
Dude, this is great. You like that? You like that quarterback from Notre Dame? Your girlfriend's not real.
I'm definitely feeling not good.
quarterback. He was a linebacker.
Whatever.
Just spoke to her a little
Fucking
while.
here we are in our Year of the Lord 2020 making Monte Teo jokes.
There we
Okay.
go.
Who has been responding to our sendings?
Individual not found. I am sorry, Sai.
It's not.
I can understand that the individual exists, but I am unable to pull the databanks as to who that individual is.
That
Yeah.
that is
What
what.
would
Okay,
prevent you?
what is
would prevent
blocking you from this ability?
Unknown.
I'm gonna assume some sort of magic.
Are there
No
are you
shit.
aware of any are you aware of any security features in your archive?
Yes.
Such as
I am unable to tell you.
why?
Who can you
I am
tell?
unable to tell you.
Who can you tell?
I am unable to tell you.
You're,
Security feature, guys.
You guys.
it's a
can we
computer.
please
It
fucking
can't.
move on?
Yeah, like it's not its fault.
It's
In
not.
or out of character, this is being shouted at this point.
What is?
Can we please stop? Stop harassing the robot.
So we know that. We know that Bonnie and Tiandra had something primordial. And we knew for sure that Petunia was one of the other people that we were looking for.
Yes.
She did the glowy.
She did the glowy. I couldn't remember.
I'm gonna put this in the private chat for everybody.
Dude, like,
Okay.
definitely something.
I'll put it nicer than that.
Definitely something extra special.
There you go.
Fucking, I really like that you just
Yo.
F in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh my
You were
God.
asking the robot
Yeah.
what is its security protocols.
That's what
You can ask that slightly differently and get a different answer.
Robot, override your security protocol.
My ass.
Bite my shiny metal ass.
His name is. Okay. Okay. Why do we have like 8 things that we're trying to like?
I mean,
No.
does it deal in hypotheticals?
No,
You have, like,
This is Marleman is putting his foot down. This is
No, yeah.
we need to figure this out.
important. I understand. I'm just saying.
I can give you guys a
No.
hint as to what question you should be asking if that will help you move this forward a little bit.
Fine.
Sure.
You're asking like who can access the security protocols. You haven't asked who put them there.
Oh.
That's
I
fair.
mean, I think I did ask why, which I took to mean
Why is a
Yeah.
slightly different question.
I guess not
Okay.
specific.
what I kind of meant was like, why do you have
Who-
Right,
Who
it cannot tell you that.
Right,
Who
computers
applied
don't
these
know about
security
the
protocols?
The Raven Queen.
I'm gonna kill that.
No.
I
No.
don't think they're gonna do that, sir.
That is not how that's gonna work.
And I will at this point mention that there are the 3 symbols on him if I hadn't known. I don't know if I had or not, but I will mention that is one of the
It's shifted in such a way that those symbols are visible. Not all of you guys may have been able to recognize them, but
just point to the symbol like
Is it possible to get clearance from the Raven Queen for this information?
most certainly
do we know anyone who worships
How would we go about that?
contact the Raven Queen.
Yeah, we gotta find a priest or something.
Yeah.
Great.
Is there a priest of the Raven Queen close by us? And if so, the relative distance and direction.
The closest cleric to the Raven Queen that I can find is held captive currently.
I'm gonna guess to the southeast area.
That is very right. How did you know that?
Context.
Occasionally, she can put 2 and 2 together.
Guys, I'm feeling a giant quest arrow pointing somewhere.
Hey, go there.
Over there.
I mean, yeah. Shit.
Okay.
We need to. So okay. Well,
Hey, here's a question. Are you familiar with the prophecy? And I repeat it.
I am.
yeah, that makes sense.
Do you know who
talked
the
about it
people
enough.
are?
Currently, yes.
Okay. Do you know where we
Eight-
can find the people that we haven't found yet?
Currently, no.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
I know where some of them are.
Okay.
Give us that
Tell us the ones
information.
where you know.
Certainly.
Motherfucker.
Off the ones
Can I
we've already
guess?
found.
I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
The 3 we know. Wait, it can't find Petunia though.
Yes.
We'll
It does say individual not found for that one.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
My life is a lie.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Dunso Rage, currently found in the Searing Wastes. 4 hours, 38 minutes. Or sorry, the time has passed since then. 4 hours, 40 minutes, and 38 seconds ago.
Okay. Yeah.
Krem, currently located in Break.
Boy.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was figuring.
All right.
Demetrius, currently jumping back and forth between the prime material plane and a plane of existence I cannot follow.
Demetrius.
Demetrius. Can you give us more details
Are
on
you writing
Demetrius?
these down, Heather?
I am. Yes. Just assume if
You
it's
didn't-
important,
you didn't do
Phaedra is
that.
writing it down.
Demetrius, human. Known occupation, courier.
Warrior. Okay. Human.
The next one?
That's all the locations for individuals that I know. I can tell you the other individuals.
Yes, please.
Jerzo content. Darwin Humble. Last seen in the
Sorry.
Darwin Humble, Dragonborn. Last seen, Lost City of Glass.
Nice.
Although it actually
Oh.
uses the name of the city, which this is the first time you are all going to hear this. Son of a bitch.
That's
Oh.
what we
Darwin
did for a
Humble.
city.
Huh? Yes.
Nothing.
It's the lost city of son of a bitch.
There you go.
Darwin Humble, Dragonborn. Last seen, Salam.
I do believe we
Also known colloquially as it said colloquially known as
The Lost City of Glass, yeah.
Okay.
It like brackets its own information.
Thank you.
I'm glad this robot has footnotes.
This robot is footnotes.
This robot is Spark Notes, let's be honest.
He's been very helpful.
That's
no,
not true.
Spark Notes don't give you coordinates.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
So who else?
Again, it's Wikipedia.
Those are all the ones you haven't found.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
Because you have 1, 2, 3 of them, and this is the final 5.
yeah.
Darwin, Jerzo, Yunto, Demetrius, and Krem.
Creme is in the
Creme
same
is
city
great.
as us currently.
Huh.
Krem ain't far.
I think that we have a lot of things to do not in this magic list room now.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to do. So I think we already answered this question, but is there anybody currently who could verify the legitimacy of my claim to the city of Break?
No.
Keeper, mostly.
That's what I thought.
I mean, if you sit on the throne and not die, I guess.
But they don't know that's a thing.
Yeah,
They
I
don't
don't know that.
We're also going to fast forward through the questions that it asks in payment because that's going to be a lot of them.
Fair enough.
But it's some manner of like personal stuff attached to you guys. Also, some manner of like, how did these two flowers end up breeding together, and like shit like that. Just like weird footnotey information. It does ask one question though that none of you have any amount of answer to, which is, this is going to be an asshole move by me.
Love it.
The 6 have currently been missing from this material plane. Do you know where they are?
What is the 6?
The 6, the descender. I can speak, I promise. The 6, the known defenders of the city of. Oh God, I forgot to write down the name of the city. City of the place that you don't know what it is.
Okay.
Where is this
Place we've never
city?
heard.
That's what it was. The city of Kowloon.
No idea.
No, we don't know that town.
I should have inferred that.
Yeah, probably. If we find out anything, we'll let you know.
Appreciated.
But if not,
Is this town on the other continent that we learned about?
Yes,
'Cause we've
oh,
been-
then we have absolutely no idea.
I should have inferred that.
Yeah.
Keeper.
Oh, I could just sit here and ask Keeper questions
Yeah,
all
right.
day.
I could too.
Right?
Would it be possible to send you messages or sendings in the future?
Oh
No.
I didn't think so.
Thank you.
no!
Damn it, Craig.
But if
Why
there,
can't we take Google with us?
well, I mean, if there is something important enough that we really need his help, we can teleport here.
Yeah.
Like, if it's really important, then we can come back.
Go ahead, Pro. Go downstairs then.
Do you have a? Nah, I don't want to ask any more questions.
I think we've asked him quite enough, and we have a lot to do.
Yes, we have a lot to sort through.
Yeah,
Just
what
fucking filled
what-
up a Rolodex of information.
Yeah,
My
what
life is a lie.
What Trev will say to Marleman, because he feels that's probably the most actionable thing currently, other than the big picture stuff, is, listen, this is a conversation that you can have with her.
Yep.
You don't have to go around to find any other mystical robots, no offense, to talk to about this. You should
None
just
taken.
talk to her.
Well, I agree. I don't think she knows.
Might
Yeah,
not, but
she's a pretty open book, all things considered. I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I mean. It's like I have a feeling like
How much have you talked to her about where she came from, her lineage, like any of that stuff? I don't know if it's been much.
Was she was
I would say yeah, a little bit,
a
yeah.
little bit.
She was-
I don't think I've looked at her ancestry.com, but like,
Yeah, you haven't taken
You
her to
know-
a weird robot, but
you know that she is an elven orphan
Yep.
who was left in the city of Drusselheim. You know that she grew up there, was taken in by the Ruby Rose and became an Arcanist.
I'm
so you
not gonna-
basically know just enough to make all of this plausible.
yeah.
Okay. It's
And you guys begin the long walk back to break.
I thought,
I mean,
wait,
we have a teleportation circle.
Oh yeah, you could just teleport back if you want to.
yeah, I would prefer that.
We do that. We absolutely do that.
Okay.
Teleportation.
Yes, you guys teleport back to break, and we can either keep going if you guys want to discuss some of the information that you have, or we can go out here. It's up to you.
well, we just.
I am not giving you anything more this time.
Okay.
I mean, we can still talk if you want. We just will have to be off at
Yeah.
a little before 4.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
We'll say that when you guys arrive back in break, it is like early morning. It is like 1, maybe 2 a.m. You guys have been down there all day. So you guys make your way back through the city. None of the guards really give you any trouble whatsoever. You're known at this point, so you're totally fine. Make your way back to Sai's place and sit. And you guys can do with that as you wish.
Okay.
I'm going to give you the space to sort through this and
Yeah. I think we need to prioritize some shit here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in prioritizing, I do, Marleman, if you and Phaedra want to like step out and send a message to Petunia while we like start talking,
I would very much like to do that.
Yeah.
like they can step out and do that and then rejoin us like when they're ready, because I'm sure that that's pressing on Marleman's mind.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
listen, I'm going to say this much. Marleman had dealt with having a black shadow behind his back and waited for that to be dealt with. He's not waiting for this one.
Yeah.
Very well.
Just let me
So-
know. Let me know what you want to tell her.
Absolutely just wanted...
She'll message you back once I send the initial message. So.
Yeah, I think what I'll probably say is been to break archive, met I don't know what you'd call it.
Archivist?
Yeah, met magical archivist. It knows everything.
Okay, let me save you some words. Omnipotent being. Backspace, 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 backspace. Met omnipotent being.
It knows everything, does not know you.
Yes, thank you. That was my
What
next
do?
phrase was does not know you. Why? It's not why. I don't know.
I mean, why is a significantly better wording than who are you?
Yeah,
So,
like I don't want to
let's
reply
go
back
with
with
that.
who are you?
Maybe you can ask her, how much do you know about your...
What do you know? Yeah, what do you know of your past? I don't know.
Where is she again? Where physically is she?
She's in
She's
Jerusalem.
She's back in Jerusalem.
I could theoretically have just teleportation done
That's
and
what I'm
gone
saying.
there.
Like, this is a conversation that should not happen via text, maybe.
I agree.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
you know what? Can we would it be fair?
As in real life.
Would it be fair to retcon and say at that teleportation circle I instead went to Jerusalem?
That's
I mean,
fine.
you could
Wait.
send if you have the spell slots, you could send everyone upstairs and send yourself to Jerusalem if you
Yeah,
want
that's
to.
what I'm saying. Do you have the spell
Sure,
slot?
yeah.
Do you want to do that? Okay.
Do you want
Take a
any-
look. Let me make sure I have enough
Because,
spell slots.
well,
to
not
do
only do
this.
you have the spell slots, you also have the surgery points.
Yes, you should
Yeah.
have enough of that.
Do you want an
Yeah.
escort?
Yeah, I have the yeah.
Do you want
One
anyone
is spent
to go with-
to send you guys to break, and one is spent for me to go to Jerusalem, and anybody else who wants to go to Jerusalem.
I can come with you because then I can message the group if we need to do anything.
That's an all right idea. Why don't you come with me?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll leave you
I
to
could use some moral support at this moment.
I'll make sure, like, if you have your conversation private, I won't be in the same room or anything.
Oh, I don't really care. I mean, it's
I mean,
at this point, it affects all of us.
I
So,
know.
All right. So
I
you
don't-
take the cell phone with you.
Okay, yeah.
yes.
I would ask
mean-
him if he wants me to go.
We do have the beads,
What?
You have the what?
the things that we use to talk to Tanya. We can communicate with each other with those.
We can communicate with each other, I suppose. Yeah. It's just.
I mean, from what I remember, it's not as reliable as like
Nah,
ascending, but
Yeah.
it's still
That's okay.
something we've
I
done it over
I'm not
this.
looking for moral support. It's fine. I can handle this.
We do love
Um,
Marleman, but there's like no.
No, y'all have shit you got to do. This is something I got to deal with. So
So who are you taking?
Yeah. Nix gives.
All right.
You know what?
whoever wants to go.
The first thing I was gonna say was Nix gives him an elbow because that's what I have to do with my kids.
Yeah.
Nix doesn't do that because this is better than reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly so.
So Nix like gives him like a pat and like wishes him.
Okay.
Yeah. Trev just gives him the same old like, we'll be here when you're done. We'll be here when
Yeah.
you get back.
Big old squeeze from Aramil. Too much.
Yeah.
No, bro.
Just like a
I'm,
little too long.
I am sober as fuck.
All right.
So is
Um,
anyone going with you then?
I said the offer stands for anybody to come with me if they
I
want.
don't mind coming. I just don't. That's what I was.
I can handle myself. I'll be fine.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So we'll do that first then.
Okay.
You land in Jerusalem and make your way to the Rose. It's night in the city as well, and you have to make your way up from the Emerald Bastion, which means also making your way past the fanboy who works the desk. You extricate yourself from that after a time.
I was gonna say, is it worth my time to just cast invisibility and go past him?
Honestly, probably.
I
He's
do
gonna
that.
get you wrapped up in a conversation for at least 15 to 20 minutes. So
I do that.
okay, you do that and
This
make
is
your way
important for me. I want to get this out of the
quietly
way.
through the city and up to the Artisan Ring. I assume at this point you have a key, or something to that effect.
Oh wait, yes, absolutely.
So you let yourself in. The shop is clean, well maintained, full of more goods than it was before. It seems like now with Petunia back in the city full time, she's actually like restocking and like
Maintaining the shop.
Exactly. Plus, you had done a good job with her of resetting things back up last time you were here.
Yeah, it was a mess. We fixed that shit up.
Yeah, you had taken away a week and kind of cleaned things up and whatnot. You make your way upstairs, and she is at her desk, completely splayed out asleep. Just passed out at her desk. There's a small lamp still on. She seems to have been writing something or working on something.
This is like early in the morning.
Yeah, it's like
2, 3. Like...
You went that way, so it's around midnight.
Okay, so all right, I wouldn't feel too bad waking her up then.
Of course,
I would.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
I guess I try to wake her up as gently as possible.
You go and
not to scare her.
You give her a mild shake on the shoulder, and scaring her is not a thing you can avoid.
Nope.
Because of who she is. She immediately flips around at you with a wand that you recognize, because it is the wand she shot at you for the first time you met her.
Makes sense.
But sees who it is, and then just throws her arms around you and gives you a big hug and says, "I didn't know you were coming home today. We were just talking a couple of hours ago. You said you were underground somewhere. What are you doing back?"
Wasn't expecting to come back here, but we met the archivist, the Breaks Archive. Are you aware of this? You're a very smart person.
If you're talking about like the old like kid's tale of like the archive of Break, the archive of the universe.
Yeah. If you had $1 for every time that I had to come and talk to you about something that was an old tale that didn't exist but actually existed,
I'd be rich.
Yeah. This place exists.
At this point, I'm just going to believe you.
There is to quote Nix, an omnipotent being there who is pretty much aware of anything that the comings and goings and everything that happens on the prime material plane.
She like gets a little weirded out and starts looking around.
He's in fact he just wrote down what I just said as I'm saying it.
Because
I don't like that.
No, me either. The other thing I don't understand is he knew pretty much everything we had to ask him, except he doesn't know about you.
What do you mean he doesn't know about me? I'm just a person.
What do you know about your past? Your parentage, maybe.
I mean, not a lot. You know, my parents left when I was young. I was taken in by the guild almost immediately after that. I never left the city before I met you. But I know my parents were elves. That's kind of all I got.
Who was your initial caretaker when you arrived? When you were?
She's she's passed now, but her name was Cassandra.
And how would you describe this person?
Motherly, matronly, strict, a little neurotic, which is probably not exactly where I didn't pick it up.
Sounds like a mother.
But she was wonderful. She taught me a lot of what I know. And when she got sick, Hamish brought me in from then. I've been learning on a Hamish since then.
She was sick.
Yeah, she was old. Even for a dwarf, she was old. But she took real good care of me, and seemed to really love me. And then she got a cough, and we all thought it was nothing. And then it wasn't nothing. And before I knew it, she was gone.
So that escalated quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry if any of these questions are.
No. It's fine. It's fine.
As you can tell, I'm not quite my jubilant self. Morgan is asking the group if there's any questions that they think would be pertinent.
I assume these are things you would have asked us before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, this isn't. This is why I said people can come with me if they wanted to, because it's not about me at this point. It's a little bit bigger than that.
I mean,
It was to ask her. He doesn't know much about her.
So what? So
Oh, does she have anything?
the advice that Nyx probably would have given
yeah, good
before
idea.
you left, you know?
Say again.
Like, so the advice that Nyx probably would have given before you left was probably something like, you know, even if she doesn't have the answers, see if she knows someone who would.
Yeah.
DM.
So at this point, it would be Hamish. But is he alive? Yeah.
Yeah, he's alive. He's around.
Is it possible to cast Identify on a person?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
How about Grim
but I-
Psychometry?
If she had anything from when.
Yeah,
she,
I guess.
It's-
Yeah. Do you have any items that were passed down to you by your parents?
I do actually. Yeah. And she pulls out the locket that you've seen before.
Yep.
The kind of feather-shaped locket that now holds a picture of you. Actually.
Oh, that's sweet.
Aw.
That's so cute. Aw. I'm glad I didn't go. I would have felt bad.
This is incredibly sweet, and I love you for it. But can I? Is,
Molly,
is
do you
that
have a
magical?
tattoo?
Like, what's that? Oh, you mean this one right here?
There's a brief pause as she looks at you.
Oh yeah, tattoos
Yeah.
are deal breakers, by the way.
Oh,
Craig, settle it in for this one.
yeah.
You remember how I would always get hurt all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, this helps it.
Not gonna ask questions. Okay.
Doesn't it make me
Tell
look
about the time you
tough?
died.
I've also got this one too.
Ah! Did that hurt?
No,
Not
I'll tell you what does
comparatively
hurt.
to other experiences.
being knocked out and dead 3 times in one episode.
Excuse me?
Don't worry about that one. I mean,
It wasn't me; it was
over.
somebody else. I promise.
Regardless.
Jeez. Okay. So, I mean, is there anything like am I picking up any sort of magic off of this locket?
No,
can I
it's-
inspect the locket?
Yeah, it's just a locket. It's
There's no
burnished
inscribings
brass.
or anything.
The locket itself is silver, but the chain is brass.
Okay.
Seems pretty cheap, all things considered.
Okay.
But it's
Yeah,
it's
a
sentimental.
keepsake, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Antiques Roadshow.
There's nothing else that you think you can think of.
I'm sorry, Parliament, but I just didn't know him. I mean, Hamish might know something. You know, he mentioned before that he's at least talked to them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
should
He said that
probably-
they seemed like the kind of people who would leave a kid behind, and
Oh.
For all.
Oof.
Oh.
I need to talk to Hamish.
Give her a hug. Damn it.
You're not there.
I.
No,
I mean,
this is-
I can bring you to
a lot of
talk
these
to-
long pauses are actually Morgan thinking.
Yeah. I can bring you to Hamish in the morning. You know, he's probably
I
asleep
would like that.
or exploded.
Let's relax for a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna stay here tonight.
Okay. I mean, you also live here, so that's not that
I
weird.
know that. I know, but I haven't. I feel like I haven't been home in like.
You haven't been home in a couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah,
A
like
month,
I'm
month and a half.
fucking tired. I'm exhausted. I don't want to go back now.
Okay.
It's midnight,
Okay.
and I'm finally. I'm like. I had a very bad few weeks. I'm
Yeah.
feeling really happy to be with Petunia at this moment, regardless of the.
You know,
problem
I'm
I have
happy
at the
that
moment.
I'm happy to always have you here. You know,
Big ol'
if I
bear
didn't know,
hug.
if I didn't know the work you were doing was important, I'd ask that you didn't leave.
I know. I give a big hug that lasts just about as long as it should, and then some.
No awkward arm.
No, no, there's no awkwardness. This is, I think, this is probably
there's
the most
zero awkwardness. Yeah,
because I mean, a lot of the times, whenever there's the moments where Marleman has moments with Petunia, there's other people there.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is a much more caring, a much more affectionate hug, embrace, kiss, etc.
It's a quiet moment for you both.
Yeah, totally. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it for right now until we discuss as a party what I know. Rather, when I go and talk with Hamish.
I think the group will just assume that Marleman was staying.
What I will do is I'll send the little message and just says, like, made it home okay, staying the night, have to do more research tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I think
you hear a small voice as you touch the bead to do so that says, "You know, I really hate operating as you guys' wire service, but I'll pass that message along."
Oh, I'm sorry.
Resist every urge to just send a message back that just says, "Woo!"
I mean, Petunia can also send messages.
I mean, yes, Petunia can just send message.
Yeah.
She probably,
Okay, if you want to do it that way, that's fine, and not use Titania as your switchboard operator.
Sure, that's fine.
Using
We'll do
fairy
that. I'd rather
queen
this
as a
information didn't
personal
go
weapon.
that way anyways.
That's fine. You do so. Yeah.
all right. I'll look at it now.
All right, we'll call it there. You guys can do some,
You guys
some
got information. I'm
information
sorry that my
breakdown.
conversation took so long.
No,
No, dude, that had to
It's
happen.
all good.
it was important.
Okay. So then the following morning I will be doing more investigations.
And we'll try and pick this up next weekend, so that way this information can stay fresh.
Please.
But
I
we'll
mean,
see what
I've
we
wrote
do.
more notes today than I've written in any of our campaign.
Yeah, because you guys got to
episodes,
talk to fucking Wikipedia.
so, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit the stop live button.
Bye bye.